Big match here tonight. It's Quetta Gladiators against Islamabad United and Quetta. Well, they got the new signing there, Jason Roy from England and Shane Watson, powerful at the top. Kevin Peterson, Riley Rousseau. And they got those two wonderful spinners, Mohammad Nawaz and Hassan Khan, to go with their quick bowlers as well. But Darren Gangler's alongside. Darren, they didn't bowl the full quota, did they, the last match?
Yeah, I thought Sarfraz Ahmad missed a trick there when they were going guns in the first 6 overs. That's Lahore Qalandars. I thought he could have used his spinners. He didn't really finish their quota of overs as well. So that's a concern. I think most of the teams which have played here, they've used their spinners to very good effect. He might have to do that in tonight's match.
And for Islamabad, they've got Alex Hales in there, Luke Ronke and JP Duminy, Saint Talat, Asif Ali, Fahim Ashraf. This is a team that bats all the way down. In fact, I can't remember Misbah having a knock. And they got Samit Patel down there, Shadab Khan, Ahmad Butt, Mohammad Sami. It's packed with all-rounders.
Very good squad. Alex Hales coming in for his first match, got to 45. When you add Luke Ronke, JP Duminy, they've been amongst the runs, and the local player in that of Hussein Talat. He's been very good with the bat as well. So a good mix of bowlers.
Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. We've got match 28 in season 3 of the HBL PSL. And the Gladiators are taking on Islamabad United. It's a top of the table clash between these two. Coin toss just a little while ago. Win in the favour of Quetta. Sarfraz says, look, we'll have a bat first, thanks. Misbah. They've made a little change. Umar Amin has come into the side, and Rameez Raja Jr.'s gone out. So they're looking to get on with things. A little off the boil, I thought, last night. Another game. Baz Khan alongside. Here's your team, Baz.
Islamabad United, well, they're already confirmed to play in that first playoff, so they can afford to go off the boil, but they've been so good. Ahmad Butt played in that last game, bowled well, everything, every box is ticking.
Well, Quetta, a little hiccup last night, and that meant Lahore won 3 on the trot, and they lost by 17 runs. Did Quetta? So, table's looking like this. So the top 2 have qualified. It just depends, in a way, if Quetta can get up and barnstorm it tonight. Think about that net run rate. Finish first. Yeah. First and second play each other on Sunday in Dubai, of course. And Kings, Sultans, look a little nervy wait to see what goes on even tomorrow in the double header. The Shawazami on an outside chance. Hello, Michael Slater.
G'day, Dan. Hey, Baz. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, that we get to the business end and there's sides now relying on others winning or losing. And there's the big fella, Misbah, just having a final word to the team. He looks jovial. You don't see him smile too much. He looks in pretty good spirits, and they've been dominating, actually, haven't they, for a while now, United. So be feeling confident as Alim Dar is putting it in there. We always send it a good 20 feet higher for Alim. He promotes the fact that as a child, when he was playing with Rameez, or a younger man, that he was the fielder of the team. And there you go, he's dropped 2, he's caught a couple.
Decent catch. Misbah he hasn't had a lot to do in this tournament except for captain the winning side. They're already through to that first playoff, so but they'll want to keep that intensity up, and they'll want to keep winning going into that playoff. Yeah, Misbah will make sure of that. But Quetta will have other ideas. They'll need a victory. This man bowled pretty well in that last game, Ahmad Butt. The openers walk out, and they need a decent start. The good pitch, and you're already setting yourself for a huge first innings total.
Yeah, a while ago now, doesn't it, when Ruman Reis captained the side early doors because Miss Barak had a little niggle, little tweak with a hammy, tight through there. And then, sadly for Ruman Reis, at this very venue, dug up the turf with his knee, trying to stop one in the deep. He's gone back to Pakistan. No more PSL action for him, but there certainly is for this guy, Jason Roy. Got things moving, even in a losing side when he was out there. 36 from 26, 3 maximums, 2 fours. And he's going to be there with Shane, the big boy Watson from Sydney.
He's solid now. It's just out there obviously doing the weather and pitch report, and he's thick set. He's thicker than he was when he played internationally, but he's a really solid man and obviously very powerful with the blade in hand. He's had a good PSL. He missed out in the last game, but he is an aggressor. He likes to hit boundaries, and he's hit a lot of sixes too, hasn't he? So he's got a good game. He's got a good consistent game. I think this sort of pitches help him, and his partners got off to a good start yesterday as well.
Countdown is done. So we're just going to get things underway and say Samit Patel looked at Mohamed Sami, sold us the dummy, said no, it's going to be the left arm orthodox, pace off it as per for Samit Patel. He's had a pretty good time of it lately.
So I spoke to Sue Jones out there, and he was just talking about the dew factor, and it was prior to the weather report. I just wanted to get an understanding of what the coaches were thinking now about the dew, and he was saying, yeah, big factor, big factor. And so he was talking about that if you do field second, that you can only really bowl your spinners in that opening 10 overs because of the seam getting wet.
Rightio. Snaking down, surely, yeah. Just wanted to clear the lungs there and warm up a bit more, Samit Patel.
Takes wickets in the first over, does Samit. And little seamer just skidding on. Yeah, missing leg, but just a skid with that new ball that he'll get.
You got to be careful, don't you? Sometimes seam up, there's a little arm ball with the angle and does skid on this rather shiny surface with a rather shiny new ball. Don't want to be too short either, but it'll only be a boundary. Couldn't get there. Underway straight over the boundary.
Yeah, he didn't get any of it. He got a thick inside edge at best at Jason Roy. It's again that skidding delivery. It's a touch too short, so he's able to get pad on it, and it's raced away. It was a deep mid-wicket in place, but from the offset, it looked as if it's just going to be a couple of runs, but it skidded away. The new ball. First boundary.
It was a bit tight at the Shane Watson end. It wasn't the business end, really. Alim Dar and Khalid Mahmood are the cool and cool umpires tonight. So, always a busy job. It's hectic T20, isn't it? Everything happens so fast. Tend to get a lot of referrals too, don't you? Half chance you sort of go up and have a look at run out stumpings a lot. But Shane Watson now, I think the pitch itself can just take a little bit of time to get used to the skiddiness initially, and that's where those square shots, you just got to be a little reluctant early.
And you got a nice little twofer, 11 and 2 overs, Samit Patel. Last little outing was up against Multan and match 25. Wary against this fellow, bowls very straight most of the time. First over done, it's 5 without loss. Islamabad unchanged. Quetta with just the one. Umar Amin has come in. Mohamed Sami. Oh, and he's got away with that rather against Jason Roy. Sliding on with pace, loves to show off his outswing, but he's got to be careful with his lines early doors on this surface.
Yeah, but you would think that Jason Roy would enjoy this pitch. Ball skidding on, and he likes to hit straight. He stands up and drives on the up. So it might be just the pitch that he's waiting for.
Yeah, just watching him in Australia recently, he got that massive 180 at the MCG to start with, and he was very hit and miss after that. And it wasn't that he'd lost the ability to time the ball, he just kept shelling it in the air at a catchable height and getting caught at backward point, forward point cover. And it's not the worst ploy against him early is to float a sucker ball outside off stump. Now you might actually go through the gap for 4, but he can hit at that low velocity and it be a catch. He kept getting out like that, so it's actually not a bad ploy early to him.
Time for the big guy. Watson, that is. Happy to nudge one and get off the mark now. And it's back over to you, Jason Roy.
It's such an advantage if you can finish in that top 2, because then you get 2 bites at the cherry for that final. And right now I think Islamabad are confirmed in that top 2. Quetta will be looking at that as well. cricketgateway.pk Pakistani viewers, cricketgateway.com international viewers.
Slippers come out. Yeah, Misbah took himself out there. I'll have a little look at this one, because there's that length, just not there to drive, and the bounce too, with the extra little bit of zip from Mohamed Sami. This is a lovely corridor. Michael Slater was on about that length at the pitch report. Did enjoy it. Slats, different lengths with the balls. Great stuff with the white ball when you're doing a pitch report under lights.
You never saw it, Danny. He's lying. You were out there having food when he was doing his pitch report.
Double O behave, Bazid Khan. Right here doing a bit of research. It's a great line, that.
Yeah, it's just so hard for the bowlers now, but it can, as I say, just take the batsman a little bit of time to get going. You can follow HBL PSL on social media. There are all the links: Facebook, you've got YouTube, and then you've got Twitter and Insta. All the options.
Just got a little too straight. Got it fine enough, Jason Roy, and it ruins the over somewhat. Last ball goes for 4. It's 11 without loss. Summit starting his second. It'll be fascinating to see how much he may squeeze here, because of what Michael Slater's on about with the gripping of the ball for the spinners. Does he bowl 2? Does he bowl 3?
And we've seen both Watson and Roy try the pull shot. Hoga soft Pakistan, cleaner and more beautiful Pakistan. But we've seen them both try the pull shot. Now, these are two tall men. Unfortunately, you don't have that low center of gravity that you used to have, Slates. So it'll be difficult with the skidding ball to actually get that pull shot away.
Yeah, it's a real trap, and particularly if you're coming from that higher base and you take a bit more of a kink in that back cliff, that's when the ball shoots through and you're bowled. So shorten it up and try and help it on its way if that's what you want to play. But I think you were advised earlier to think V here, because it just skids on and then you get that really short length, away you go. Take that on, just like that. If you get the right length, you take it on. But Watson has still hit that forward of deep mid-wicket, so he's still using a full face.
Yeah, sure is. It's still in the wide V, as we say. Geez, look how much room he's got back. He's got way back in the box. They almost gone past the return crease. Fetched this for over 90 metres. Phew. Such as the modern player, and powerful, and a big bat. Press less, Baz. Nice and light. Boom. He's gone hunting again, and he's trouble. He's gone. Hales has gobbled this one. First one down now.
Yeah, just squid it on quicker from Samit Patel. And he's got another wicket, a big wicket. Watson hit one right in the middle, 90 metres. That one just sort of rushed him for pace. Skidded off the wicket, and he's not got all of it. He's tried to hit it straight back where he hit the first one, but this one spliced it. Samit Patel with another wicket. He's enjoyed this PSL, especially with the new ball. Watson gone for 8, 19 for 1.
Umar Amin, age 28. He's into the side for this one. He's coming for Ramesh Jr. And he's off the mark straight away. And it ends the third. It's 20 for 1. More of Sami. Slippers in. There's a streaky little jab to third man. But good for Quetta because it rotates it back to Jason Roy.
Yeah, you can imagine if they can get Roy now. You've got the big KP to come, obviously, but this is the one that skids on a little bit more. So subtly a bit faster, I'd say. And Watson has been pumped up right through the PSL, and when he misses out, he's not happy with himself at all. So it skids on a bit more, catches it higher on the blade, no timing.
He's got away with this one, Mohammad Sami. You get into any batsman, top order player especially, with the new ball inside the power play, and you're often picking that out of the fence.
We saw this in the first game as well with Peshawar. Didn't have a great start, didn't time the ball at all. And then as they got on with the innings, Kamran Akmal found his range later on. So it's not exactly the best pitch to start your innings on.
Smokes this one. Oh, yeah, got it way pretty good.
He's a boundary hitter. That's what he deals in. That's his currency, and he uses the feet this time and absolutely moosed it. I mean, he's hit that so hard. I mean, he's quick, but just not quick enough for that one.
He's no slouch, JP Duminy. Reload that one. He's been a little bit in there, isn't he? Just a bit too straight at times tonight. M. Sammy.
But Jason Roy, he's got some power. He does hit the ball hard. And we've got KP to follow. So 2 South Africans who've played for England hit the ball extremely hard. What's going on there, Danny?
What's going on with you? Thought you'd get that in there, eh? I think that's missing. And Mahmood says as well, I think it's going down. A smile from the ump and from Luke Ronke with a little signal.
Looks like it hurt Roy, that. Gets in under the knee, in around that kneecap. Occasionally he'll just get a thinner spot of the pad, but that's hurt him. Thundered in there. We know that Sammy consistently up there, isn't he, pace-wise? Just see where it hits on the knee roll. Often it's tucked in under there, right on the knee roll. And that jars the knee. It's a reminder to Roy that he's a bit pacey.
Do you wear a bit of extra foam padding sometimes, particularly that front knee?
No, I didn't. Sachin Tendulkar did. He had like a rig foam. Now he cops one in there.
Hitting the knee roll and then the midships.
I used to put a bit of extra there.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
No, but Sachin had foam, hard foam, all the way on the inside of that front pad. And so it's just on that knee roll. But occasionally the ball would come off Sachin's pad, and because it was so cushioned, it would repel out so fast. So you had to be careful of those little bat pads.
Did that pad actually bend, or was it always stiff?
I was just watching the ball fly. You've got me there, Baz. 26 for 1.
Gladiator versus the Lion. And Roy looked a little sluggish getting out of the blocks for that one.
Oh, I'm not surprised. He's copped one in the knees, copped one in that area that we all laugh at. Ashraf, so he's starting, all important. He's a good bowler, he's lively as well. And the run rate is 6.72. Come on, Pete. Out of the park, yes. Come on, Pete. Quetta Peterson. KP's a bit of a hero there, isn't he? Kevin, please keep playing.
Slippers in. Again, that's found the gap. Uma Amin, he really is going hard. There's a few more in the HBL VIP box now into the evening match, and a few more allowed up into that special little posse.
Jason Roy, 9.62, second best run rate in the power play. Ronke is the best, but he's playing too, so we're in for some fireworks, that's for sure.
Geez, I hope so. Yeah, he's had a heck of a time as Luke Ronke. Crisp, but too crisp for a run.
This guy has just been under the radar. He's got 12 wickets and nobody's really noticed his bowling. But he's done a job for Islamabad. He's a good bowler, gets the ball to just jag back off the seam and hits that consistent length too. So, talked a lot about Imran Tahir and Wahab Riaz, but this guy, he's just got 12 wickets without not many people noticing.
Yeah, he's a hustler, gets in. He's looking for more, and that isn't a bad little Yorker. Will flick through the legs from Jason Roy. No run.
Well, he's ironed out an on-drive straight to the man. He hit that well, and then that one was actually well negotiated, given it was a good Yorker, and he was unlucky to go straight to the fielder there. So he's missed out here. Let's have a look at the most wickets in the HBL PSL. Imran Tahir 13, Wahab Riaz 13. They have been outstanding. And Fahim Ashraf 12. And you got Patel in there as well from United. And then a shade of Freedy.
Snuck in there for him. Under the radar. Oh, hello. We're just talking about the old ball ricocheting onto the pads and popping out too far. Almost a caught and bowled, I reckon.
A thick inside edge, and it's pinged off the pad. Nearly a cotton bowl. We were just talking about that. But if there was Sachin Tendulkar's pad, that would have been caught mid-off.
Yeah, well, exactly. Or if he'd gone with the Danny extra protection under there, just easy caught and bowled. So best to take protection out, you think, Dan? Muffles it.
Have it everywhere.
Just go the old cane days. Remember the old ones?
Yes, yeah. Alan Benno had those.
Oh.
No run. 2 off. What a great over. 5 bowled, 29 for 1.
Danny, can you get me a point of view? Change of bowling now. It's Ahmad Butt. Can generate a fair bit of pace. And the Quetta Gladiators 29 for 1 with Watson, the man, gone for a short stay of 8. Little bit uppish.
Best of 3 for 34, Ahmed Butt in T20 cricket. We'll be hoping that he can pick up another wicket in this innings, put some pressure on this batting lineup. Ugasaf, Pakistan. Wonderful initiative to keep the country clean.
And Jason Roy's had a good look. 17 from 21, 3 fours. He's got the weapons to really set about any attack. Bowled him! Ahmed Butt gets through that little forward push from Jason Roy, and that's a good strike for Islamabad.
Yeah, Ahmed Butt can be slippery. And Jason Roy missing a ball that was pitched on that off stump, came back ever so slightly, and the bat coming down at an angle. He's got this issue at times of working the ball against the line towards the leg side. Big success, because Jason Roy was pretty well settled out there on 17. He's gone. And Gladiators 30 for 2.
So 2 wickets down for Quetta Gladiators. Exactly what United would have wanted. This will put pressure on this batting lineup. Kevin Peterson. Wonderful strike rate, 139. Best of 88 not out.
Oh, she dropped it.
Santal at that point, it almost carried to the fielder. It was low, it was a hard hit. Did it carry to him all the way? Slice and just dropping shot.
Eagle eye there, Rummies. I saw it first up and I thought it had just carried. But you see how Peterson's on the move. Straight, he immediately wants to just establish his mental and physical authority on bowlers. He's already moving and he's only been in 1 ball. Full of authority.
So Ahmed Butt is a little bit deceptive. Goes close to the 140 click. He was late, Jason Roy. Butt coming down late. Ball making contact with the stumps.
Yeah, it's a seriously good celebration mode for Ahmed Butt. And it was a Ahmed Butt, but he was good because he hit the top of the off stump. And the zingers went flying all over.
Outside edge, flies down for 1. This is a seriously good over from Ahmed Butt. He is a little bit quicker than you think. And that was Jason Roy beaten for a bit of pace by surprise. Top of off stump is what all quicks look for. The head and shoulders, what are they looking for? They're looking for a million. Do that dandruff-free move. Come on. Didn't want to do it. So this is the last ball of the power play. Quetta, 32 for 2. Watson and Roy have both gone. Bowled. Bowled and well played. Peterson just picks his spot and picks the bowler off. 6 gone, power play done, 36 for 2.
Yeah, enjoyed the way he used the crease, went across towards the off stump and boom, just a flick of the wrist, nothing more than that. His balance was great, he was not falling over. Stayed with the shot and flicked through straight mid-wicket. Extraordinary shot.
Now 6 overs have gone, and the problem for Quetta here is that they've got 2 relatively new batsmen in together. Peterson's been in for 3 balls and Umar Amin for 5. So it's almost like a restart here, like a reboot for Quetta. Power play done and 2 fresh batsmen at the middle. Nicely played, just stroked down the ground for 1.
Yeah, Umar Amin is a good player, he's a good talent, but it's just that he's not been able to convert that talent into numbers. It was an interesting power play where we saw some good shots, improvisation. Watson with a big 6 and getting out. Samit Patel has got this knack of picking up early wickets with the new ball, and then this Jaffa to get rid of Jason Roy.
Well, Peterson on strike has got a better strike rate here in Sharjah in the HBL PSL than he does in Dubai. 160 here, and it's 129 in Dubai. His average is higher here in Sharjah. He averages over 31, and his average in Dubai is 25. And if he gets in, it's a question of wear a hard hat, because the ball could be coming your direction.
And you don't mind getting him out this way. What he's got good skills of, he's got good skills of playing balls that are outside the off stump, through the onside with very much little ease. Kevin Peterson.
Bowled again by Fahim Ashraf. Again, he's just a little bit quicker as well. He rushes in at you.
He's got a strong body action, and then not only slippery but also in very good wicket-taking form. Then he provides you with a cameo every now and then. Very good batsman down the order.
There's a little bit of inward movement here from Fahim, getting the ball to shape in nicely to the right-handers. If you're not looking at it live, you can look at it on cricketgateway.pk, Pakistan viewers.com if you're around outside of Pakistan.
Four singles off this over from Fahim Ashraf. Nice looking shot, but it's just one because Samit Patel is down here in front of us at long off. Once again, it's Islamabad who started with the spin of Samit Patel. He's been a good signing. A lot of competition for places in this side, and of course there isn't Andre Russell. There's no room on Race. Race has gone back to Pakistan, so two absolutely dynamic players there out of the reckoning for Islamabad.
All singles so far in this over, so this ball is crucial. Will he go for a 4? Kevin Peterson, how will Fahim deal with KP's approach, expected approach? Oh, the intention was for a 4, but he's out, caught behind. This is a massive breakthrough because KP was looking dangerous. He was middling the ball, went across the line and was caught behind, gone.
Yeah, the pressure once again getting to them and getting to Kevin Peterson. Looking for the big shot. Again, looking to play across the line of the ball. Inside edge. The wicketkeeper was blinded for a bit. Takes a very good catch and, well, Fahim celebrates. Big wicket of Kevin Peterson. He has to go. He's gone for 7. It's 41 for 3.
Sarfraz, the captain, is in. 430s, 250, strike rate 122, best 56 not out in the PSL. Sarfraz Ahmed, the captain. And, well, Ramiz, you were talking that it had been 5 singles and pressure builds up. And clearly that got to Kevin Peterson because that wasn't the most convincing stroke, was it?
Yeah, I mean, you know that he was itching to get on with it, Kevin Peterson. But he just chose the wrong shot, even though he's very good at flicking the ball off the stumps. But KP at times doesn't allow himself enough time at the crease to mature a knock. Just went too early for something too substantial.
Bowled. Very good. That's the ball. You know, Michael Slater had 3 cricket balls on the pitch for his pitch report, and that's the Yorker ball. The ball is in right in the crease. You can't hit these for far. But that Kevin Peterson, where was he going with this?
He was looking to go through mid-wicket. That's his strong area. Seen a lovely shot from him early on in his innings. Wide of mid-on. This time, there was length on that delivery. Wasn't as full.
Now that's wide. That'll be called a wide. Interesting field setting right there. There's Luke Ronke. Now Asif Ali is just standing in a sort of a deep gully position. There is a third man, but he's definitely in a catching position. You can see him there on the right, top right of your picture. That's catching. And maybe they've seen something of Umar Amin's technique that suggests he could offer a catch in that area.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see Kevin Peterson and his approach in this innings, because earlier on in the innings, you know how he shuffled across the stumps and whacked it through straight mid-wicket, and then wanted to try the same shot, but the length was different. It was more back of the length delivery, and he wasn't across and he wasn't over it completely.
6 on the offside. And I mean, just turns it leg side for the single. So I think maybe Misbah has looked at the technique here of Umar.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are aware that he plays really nicely through the onside. Kevin Peterson. But for Umar Amin, the ball is definitely moving away from the left-hander. So maybe there's a possibility of it taking the outside edge, going in that gully region.
Well, that's halfway up the bat from Sarfraz.
It's not a good situation for the Gladiators. They've lost 3 wickets after winning the toss.
Done well, Samit Patel. And this ball was a ball that Ahmad Butt will remember for a long time. Oh yes, he enjoyed it. Solid from Umar, and 6 from the over, 8 gone, 47 for 3. Jason Roy gone for 17, Shane Watson for 8, Kevin Peterson for 7. That's a lot of firepower nullified right there. Roy, Watson and Peterson. Still to come, Riley Rousseau, the South African, Mohammad Nawaz, and then Hassan Khan can bat a bit, but really the big guns have been silenced here for Quetta. It's Hussein Talat. He's a really good. He's right arm, medium pace, medium quick. And he can bat. He really is a young emerging player from Pakistan who's making progress in the game.
Yeah, indeed. He'll be up against the Pakistan captain, Sarfraz Ahmed, who's promoted himself in this game. The last game he batted at number 7, this time number 5. And he's a quality player. Has the opportunity now to play a meaningful innings for his team. Whilst being under pressure, they've already lost 3 wickets.
Yeah, reconstruction in the first 6 overs or 7 overs obviously pulls you down a bit. It stalls your progress, and we've seen that because this innings in a reconstruction phase. So in that phase, you're looking for singles, not getting out. You want to play risk-free cricket. 7-run partnership of 8 balls. A lot of dots. That's how the pressure was built on the opposition.
Yeah, plenty of short stuff as well. Just a little bit short of a length. 88% decent length. So some decent bowling here. Of course, Mohammad Sami, Ahmad Butt, the seamers have bowled well, and Samit Patel with his left arm spin.
Yeah, I think with that short length, ball doesn't really bounce that much because we're playing the second match of a double header. So it's making it a little more difficult to play the short for length deliveries.
He's a fighter, Sarfraz. Lots of things to like about him. He'll keep on fighting, very busy at the crease. Good rotation of strike, good awareness of the game. They need a partnership, one solid partnership here. This is the innings is now in the 9th over, so maybe 4 or 5 over partnership can stabilize the jolt effect.
pressure though with those big guns going. Jason Roy, Shane Watson, who's been scoring the bulk of the runs, and Kevin Peterson. You put those big guns back in the dugout, and you are regrouping, you're restarting, and this is Sarfraz and Umar Amin are having to regroup, reboot, restart. For bowled, Hussain Talat, Yorker length again, just squeezes out for one.
Brings up the 50. Quetta Gladiators. Still a fair amount of batting to come. Riley Russo, South African international, still to bat. So a good partnership here. We'll just lay the platform for that onslaught later on. Oppo selfie from the spectators at the ground.
Wonder Danny's not there. Right, Sarfraz. Oh, it's taken him completely by surprise. That was a quick delivery from Hussain Talat, and Pakistan's test captain might not forget it.
Yeah, I mean, he's very sharp with the bat. And this was the off-cutter that followed the batsman and hit him flush on the helmet. It wasn't a fast delivery. I think it had extra bit of bounce. And he was clearly late on reacting to that length, Sarfraz. But he'll accept the 4-leg buys.
Yeah, you're quite right. You know, it wasn't the quickest delivery. I think he got exceptional bounce. Wonder if they have the next team selection meeting. He might mention it. You don't do that to your captain. 9 overs gone. It's 55 for 3. So 9 overs are gone. Oh, I'm not sure if he's coming in next, but he's padded up, raring to go. He looks great. Where's your bat? Where's your bat? Ramis, where's his bat?
I'm trying to locate where the kid is, and he's right in front of us. But he doesn't have the bat. Just the gloves. I think he's got good enough talent really to see the bowling off with just mere hands, no bat required.
Well, he's too cute to be wearing a helmet. No one will want to bowl him a short ball or a bouncer.
Yeah, cuddly batsman.
There he is. We're going to pick him up in a minute. There he is. Oh, he's not going to bat with that. Oh, he's already won the trophy.
Yeah, he's over the line. He's over the line. He's a champion. Yeah.
Ah, wonderful moment. Brilliant. Well, he's a Quetta Gladiator, and there's a lot of red flags for Islamabad around the ground as well. Shadab Khan, and what is Winviz? Islamabad 82% in favour of Islamabad winning this match.
Shadab Khan, the new bowler, was a big hit in the Caribbean last year when he played for the Trinbago Knight Riders. Talking about hit. This was Sarfraz Ahmed. Good sharp bouncer, hands very low on this one. Just talking about Shadab Khan. He was good with both ball and bat for Trinbago Knight Riders in the Caribbean Premier League. Wonderful young talent. Spins the ball, has a variety of deliveries, the flipper, the googly, and bowls wicket to wicket. So if you miss, he's in business for a wicket.
Shadab Khan has been, since he's appeared in Islamabad colours, he's been one of the go-to players for the management. He's young, but he's what they say in Australia, he's a gun bowler, a gun fielder. Just goes. Plays in the Big Bash as well. He's getting so much global experience early on in his career.
There's a reason why Islamabad United are doing well as a side, because the local talent is pretty decent. We're talking about Shadab, Hussain Talat, Asif Ali, Fahim Ashraf. All very good and talented youngsters. Mohammad Sami is obviously is experienced. And the fatherly figure of Misbah Haq to make sure that
keeps them all together.
Yeah, absolutely. They behave in an orderly fashion.
And of course, Rahman Reis is a big man to lose. Rahman Reis is out of the tournament with that knee injury, which he damaged here on this ground.
And he's a quality player as well. Demanded all over the world. He was recently picked up in the Caribbean Premier League as well in the draft. So he will be playing in the Caribbean. Out injured in this tournament. Rahman Reis.
So 4 singles off this over. It's been 24 balls since we had a 4. Will this get there? No, it won't. And it's been 46 balls since we've had a 6. 10 gone, 60 for 3.
Yeah, hi. Well, we're looking at the dew there, and it is going to get a little bit worse as the night wears on, or maybe not. Maybe that's the way it'll be from now until the end of the match.
Yeah, I don't know about that factor. I wonder if it will get a bit heavier. Players, well, certainly Shafraz didn't think it was too much of a factor.
Yeah. You'll tell us before that, Gus. Two tenths.
You want me to go and slide around there, do you?
Yeah,
oh,
Dan.
you'll feel it before us, won't you?
So we're
all right. Do you want me to go down and have a look?
Well, I think we're changing the ball because of the dew. So no better time than to get Dan to actually go and roll around in the dew.
Yeah, we need to roll around.
All right, so Dan is now out in the turf, just sort of checking it. Now, you don't have to go to the middle, Dan, just to the edge. Just to, hey,
What are you doing, Dan?
just to the edge.
Yeah. Roll around.
How is it?
Roll around.
How is it? Is it wet? Do a roll.
Yeah.
There he is. He's just always in the action.
Yeah.
Well, we're down here. We might as well, Baz.
Exactly.
Now show your hand to the camera, Dan. Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wet. You can see it's sort of holding grass, and then if you keep the grass on it, Dan, you can rub it on your head, and there might be a grassy patch there tomorrow.
It might grow something.
So, bit of fertiliser in that grass. Back underway with the new ball. Start of the second 10, and that's been carted right down under Reese. Look out! It's nearly hit Zainab.
Look, quite close to us. Probably saw Dan doing that little report there, and he said, well, back at you. Got underneath that.
It's pretty wet.
Let's ball. Smashed.
There it goes. Mr. Ahmed, he's not in bad touch, is he? That's been launched nicely. And that's a harder, drier ball straight away out of the middle.
Well, drier ball, you're right. It's quite damp out there.
Yeah,
definitely.
It looked like it. You had grass stuck to your hand, didn't you? Like
you wanted me to wipe my head, didn't you?
Well, I just thought it might establish a little bit of growth or something on there. You know, if we rub it in, bit of massaging. They do say that if you're losing, just stimulate the follicles.
Yeah.
With some massage and laser.
Remedial therapy.
Especially with the fertilizer. Just putting in.
Baz was bald this time last year. And he did the same thing. He did a dew test.
Give some clinic a plaque, Baz.
Accidentally, a little bit like Something About Mary, just rubbed it in at the top.
Beautiful.
And look at the hair.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of that. Great scene.
So there's a chance, Dan, that if you rub it in. All right, singles. So, sort of petering, isn't it? A little bit like the first game. A little bit like Xiaomi, where you look at possibilities. 130, it's almost the same, and then 10's 160. I reckon that was very similar figures.
And can Umar erupt a little bit like how maybe Akmal did, and then someone maybe like Safraz play a little bit of a captain's hand like Darren Sammy did earlier? Needs it badly.
Well, I sort of think it's in a way the bonus when you're setting the pace, because if they're chasing 180 and they're in this position, you start taking on that shot to try and get that run rate under control again in a run chase. But now, because you're setting it, your decision making on taking on the right ball might be a little bit better, more precise.
Yeah, it helps with the captain being out there, so Omar Amin will be getting instructions of whether to go hard or not. Sarfraz will look for the singles and the odd big hit, but I think Omar Amin has got himself set, and like Dan said, he needs to go.
Oh, he's played that nicely. He jumped out early, did Ahmed, jumped to the onside, and then got a short wide one.
That's nice. Right on cue too, Baz.
Yeah, he just eased this past point. He didn't try overhit it, just sort of placed it over the top. And he's got enough skill, enough timing on it. So Viv likes it, no brute force, just timing.
Big Viv, he's stayed animated, hasn't he, right the way through. Quetta are through, they've done well. It's sort of playing for 1 or 2 really here tonight. Well, not sort of, they are. Shot.
Get that, Zaini! Ends the over at 78 for 3 now.
Oh. Galutlo. It's a Galutlo. He's asked for it.
Oh, he's been shown the door.
Oh, he hasn't got it.
Now, back in your technical area.
Gee, I tell you. He was waving that red folder of his too, demanding a Galutlo.
And he's been told to get back in the box. He's still quite animated, but no. No go, Dino. Sit in your seat.
The Book of Love. What's happening?
Well, he's given very stern words there. He said, I'll call it whenever I want, umpire. There we go. There's another look at that brilliant boundary. So 24 from 15 now, Ahmed, and looking good. There he is. calling for it. He's not happy because he thinks that the suit dominates.
Yeah, and he thinks that if Danny Morrison can go out there, why can't I?
Well, he's not allowed to.
Yeah,
We can.
correct.
You got to pick your moments. It's like anything, batting, bowling, going out to check out the dew factor. You've got to pick your moments.
But he was waving like it was like the red
He
book.
wanted in, didn't he?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Security. Oh dear, get him out.
Working, boys. Keep working, boys.
Evict him out of the stadium like they do in football.
Well, I think he was a bit harsh there. Dino was very stern, wasn't he? He didn't need to be so stern. Don't you think?
Suit just does that to you.
I thought it was the Victorians. It's the suit, actually, is it?
It's a bit of both, I think, Baz. dangerous combo. Frightening, really is. Look at that red. See, red, fiery.
Lion.
What's he there? He's chewing on something to calm him.
Seeing red as well.
He's turning red.
So 4 balls remaining. There's only 2 singles so far. 7 is the run rate, and misses out on that occasion. Umar not happy with himself. Just lent itself to whiz past the man at 45.
He's got 17 off 19, so he's had a long stint now. He just needs that boundary to get away. Still can't pick the gap, still can't get that elusive boundary because just the pressure now getting to him. He's built the foundation, but he has to get some runs now, get that strike rate up.
Yeah, if he can sort of feel that he's over that 100 strike rate, because it was low 90s running into this innings, and he's at 85 now. And it also heaps a little bit more pressure on Ahmed, doesn't it, to keep ploughing away. But not that I don't think he feels the pressure. That's his natural way of playing.
Interesting too, when you're thinking about winning the toss batting and the dew factor. How much was it always going to come into play for your bowlers?
The ball, aren't they?
Yeah, massive.
I'll just ask Dino. Dino, you're taking it now? Dino, you're taking it now? No, he's not. He's playing silly buggers. He's just said no. Let's see if he's not. All right, well, that's the end of the over, the 12th. And
Waiting.
I don't think he's taking it. Hang on. Oh, he's trying to double bluff us. So we've got... Well, we were going to wait till after the first ball, but why not go to Zainab right now?
Well, his team is at the top of the table, so a very proud owner, Ali Naqvi. Ali, how does it feel? You know, you're at the top of the table, and before that, tell us a little about your initiative with the Seva Snow Leopard.
Yeah, thanks, Zainab. We're obviously feeling very good about being at the top of the table. We have a lot of initiatives. We talked about one tree, one on one tree initiative as well. This one actually is more about saving the snow leopard. Snow leopard is our common heritage amongst 12 countries in Asia. It's an endangered species. So we want to actually focus on saving it. And people talk about कि जी आप लोगों की बातें करें, आप दरख्तों की बात करते हैं, आप उनकी की बातें करते हैं. I think in Pakistan we need to focus on everything. We are obviously focusing on cricketers, we are focusing on improving Pakistan, we are focusing on the trees in Pakistan to make it better, and we also want to focus on the endangered other species animals to show our commitment to the country and to the world as well. And snow leopard is a beautiful animal, so we think actually if we are able to focus on that by saving it, and WWF actually is doing a great job in trying to do it, so our initiative is to try to see how we can support them.
नहीं, ज़बरदस्त इनिशिएटिव एनिमल वेलफेयर के लिए काम करना बिल्कुल जिसे कहते हैं कि नथिंग बेटर देन दैट. अच्छा, ये बताएं कि इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के हवाले से इस साल सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज आपके लिए एज एन ओनर क्या रहा है?
I think injuries, because as you know, losing Roman is arguably the best bowler. I'm probably a little bit biased, but he's the best bowler in the league. So losing him after 2 matches actually was a big blow for us. Andre Russell actually got injured as well. We have a lot of other, Shadab actually is not fully fit as well. So we have a lot of injuries and we've been struggling with that. So to keep the people, the players properly focused on playing actually is the main challenge.
And while you're at it, there's been a six. Samit Patel just dropped that catch. So while we're praising them,
I'm probably jinxing it, so I should be off the ground actually. So.
Tell me something. In terms of when you look at the openers that you've got, Luke Ronchi, he's been magnificent for you.
I think it's the consistency as well, because he took time actually to settle down, but once he has settled down, all of us know actually he's a great player. He's one of the hardest hitting batsmen in the world actually. And then the good thing also I should emphasize is that we have 2-3 very, very strong foreign players, but we have a very, very strong set of local guys. And I don't know whether you noticed Hussain, Asif, Zafar Gohar, Sahibzada Farhan. So we have very strong talent base, which we have been grooming for 2-3 years, and they have been playing very well as well.
Looking forward to the final in Karachi?
Inshallah, inshallah.
Okay, good luck. All the best with your campaign as well. You're doing great.
Save the snow leopard. Thank you.
Snow it and save it and bite it, yeah.
Well done, fantastic. It's a great cause, and it was all happening there. I think he's a little shaken from that ball that was right near him, but obviously he'd be an extremely happy owner, wouldn't he, of a franchise that's doing particularly well.
Yeah, lovely fella too, Ali. Good man.
Had a good view, didn't we? That Patel drop was just right there, and he got a grip on it. It was there. It's just that judgment on the rope, I think.
Not happy with the technique from Samit?
No, it's all right. I thought Slats wanted to jump up and take the catch. He was so excited, the ball coming our way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, looking at that result, I should have.
Yeah, it almost sort of might have gone reverse cup because it was quite high.
Oh, one handle do. Saw it from Boom Boom Afridi.
Sort of burst out of his hands.
Well, I think they know those catches straight away. You sort of he's probably thinking, well, I've got to get it and toss it back in, so you can get ahead of yourself. But it came at a velocity. It was hit really firmly. So 7.18 the run rate, and that's been timed. He's hit a couple down the ground very swiftly. And Umar now has got that strike rate up over 100. So save the snow leopard, that's great. A lot of endangered species. Yeah, you've got Kevin Peterson with the rhinos making great inroads, a lot of support.
And yet Boucher with the elephants.
Oh, is he? I didn't realise that. Fantastic. 13 overs gone, 93 for 3. So a good partnership. It's worth 52 now from 36. It's doing some big things in terms of setting a target. 11 runs each over from here is 170. And there are a chance why these two stay together.
Really struggling with the dew and the wetness on the ball. You've seen him try to dry it. This partnership doing well, 52. But Shadab, a leg spinner, will have trouble when he's not gripping the ball.
Go, 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 go! Good running, boys! Good running, boys!
It's funny, isn't it? I mean, we've had temperatures. Well, in Dubai, I don't think we dropped to 23. It stayed sort of above 25, and I don't think dew was a factor. But back here in Sharjah, it's really chilling off to that 23. And when we get to that level, last night, it gets very dewy.
Yeah, what did it? Well, we're actually, Baz, we're 66 k's north, aren't we, of Dubai? So we come slightly north, up the Emirates, up the motorway.
But it takes so long. I think it's more than that, isn't it?
Feels like it. Hours away. Can you get a helicopter organised for us? Get back here. Uber chopper, that'd be great.
So you're going to race the Uber chopper or just the car?
Oh, bring it on, all of them.
All of them, yeah.
What about the other day when we went out on our vessel and we came back in and there were all these domes next to a new development, as that one is down to Patel. There were all these funny shaped domes, and I asked, what are they? And he said, well, they're going to be the landing platforms for the new people carrying drones.
Yes, that's right.
And there were a whole bunch of them. And they're going to be like an Uber drone.
I'm a little edgy about going into one of those at the start.
Oh, why?
Nah. I'll let you go first to test
No,
it.
but they've got, you know, the drone, they've got like propellers everywhere. Like if that one fails and that one fails, you're laughing.
I'm screaming.
This is hit firmly. Need to try and find a boundary here somewhere. Keep the run rate up. But yeah, no, you go on YouTube and watch it. I've watched, they're up and running, but they're just not commercially out there yet. But there are all these funny domes.
It was last year here, wasn't it? They were advertising in the papers and showing them.
We need to find one of those just to come from Dubai to here.
Sort it out. And he's
but I imagine there's a control room somewhere in Dubai, is there, like operating them, because they'd be all automated.
We could even land on the pitch. It's quite easy here. It's big enough.
It's got to be the entrance for us next year.
Yeah. And maybe drop Danny off it.
Well,
that'll be his entrance.
The thing is, you're not flying it yourself, so someone else is flying it, and you're in it. And if it goes a bit haywire,
and then Danny can sort of jump out of it, and it'll be a whole show.
Oh, please.
So there you go, the old Uber drone, not far away.
Rags are out again. Look at it.
Yeah, it's very wet, mate, isn't it? It's a shame. Maybe some dandruff on the ball. It's a bit like sawdust. It might just sort of get rid of that moisture.
I'm not sure I want that.
He doesn't.
Batting nicely, isn't he? So 56 the partnership, and there's a lot of delays. We get a lot of delays in that final game of the night, and the dew is creating that. So I suppose the thing here is, though, it's going to be pretty well the same for both. I think in the dew games earlier it was not so bad now, but then it got worse as that one is pummeled away. He's working it nicely there, Ahmed, and he keeps it going.
Yeah, that'll drive the ball. Air miles in the air, just tries it out quite nicely. Does Sarfraz Ahmed. Not a lot of spin, so you can trust coming down the wicket and even taking it against the spin. Well, it's not a lot of spin anyway. Yeah, difficult for Shadab, but Sarfraz, a fantastic player of spin.
Good on him. Just what the doctor ordered from the skipper. Sweet little pickup.
Yeah, he's got an old, very used bat as well, hasn't he? Yeah, a couple of those, but that one came out of the middle. Oh, smash that straight to Duminy in the deep. That completes the 14th over. It's 104 for 3. That'll be a bizarre drones carrying humans, won't it? Amazing. the HBL box right next to us, always very lively indeed. So Umar now, he's 28 from 26, so he's got himself ahead of the balls he's faced. There's no boundaries in that, just the 1-6. No one in the ring on the inside here, Dan. It's just men in the deep. You've got a 45.
There's 3 on the fence in front of us. I'm at Butt.
And Butt now, this is his final over. 1 for 24, the figures. Oh, he's got to go. Oh, it's going to be really tight. Sometimes you'll see them come through and try and kick it onto the stumps.
Yeah, Butt, very, very fit, known for his fitness. Actually, his nickname is sort of Six Packs, Butt.
He was home and hosed, though, was our friend Umar Ahmed. He's on 28. He's aged 28. And it's match 28. It's everywhere, buddy.
28.
You know it.
28.
Do you know it? 28. There you go. 28's the number.
Anyone else wearing it? That was Devsich.
Oh, it's high. It's right in front of us. Go down, catch it! Oh, yeah. Jaken Hales. He's moved really nicely. Never had the legs, and Umar departs.
Easily done by Hales. Never a doubt of catching that. He just moved across and easily pouches it. Omar Amin trying to go downtown, and the bat twists in the hand. Never got in the middle. Gone.
And good hands, good celebration, and Umar Amin is out for 28 from 27. It's 105 for 4.
At 9:28. No.
Close.
Riley Rousseau as the non-strikers, given that they have crossed it, went high in the air, it was in the air for a long time. So Ahmed will be on strike, and there's 4 balls remaining. Rousseau is an exciting player. South African, he comes out, he's got a big game when he gets going. So he is a player that can launch and launch this total to 170. Oh, there's a no ball for height, and it goes for 4 as well. So it's a big ball indeed.
Yeah, free hit. And even the fast bowler is struggling with the group off the ball.
Did you notice also, Alim Dar says that's your one. I tell you, bowl another one of those. You're out of the attack, sunshine.
Yeah, it's dangerous, that one, isn't it? That's the old hand-to-hand. You don't want to face those. Brett Lee had a problem at times with those.
Didn't he? Nearly killed that Adam Ferrari one time. And then he hit another keeper batsman at Eden Park for New Zealand. I remember being there.
He just overcooked the Yorker. And at that pace, 155, actually hit Shane Warne and broke his finger in an MCC game at Lord's. Well exhibition game. Here we go, free hit. And that was the old head to the stars.
Yeah, that would have been a little uncomfortable, wouldn't it, for Warnie?
Yeah, he wasn't too happy, Warnie. He wasn't too happy. And there's another look at the wicket.
Yeah, never really got going over, I mean, but what a catch. We saw him just dance across it, Alex Hales, and plucked it out easy. It's got very safe hands.
So still three balls remaining, 6 from it. Just increasing slightly the run rate. Good delivery.
And the amount of dew that we're having, Slats, you'd think that Quetta would want a big total. They have 110, they've still got 5 and a bit to go. You definitely want 170 at least.
I think to be imposing, I think to create that pressure on a run chase, and if you slow it down with a couple of wickets, just that you look and it's run rate required 9.5, now it's 10.5, and it gets in the head of more the inexperienced players.
Well, 11s gets them to 168 up there. And gettable.
Yeah.
For the Gladiators, I mean, to get up and
But
breach.
now, yeah, if you drop to 150, setting the pace, I think your run chase, you've got to field well. Still win with it, but everything's got to go right.
We're going to knock guys over early.
Yeah, you have.
First 6 or 7.
And you've got to work those rags overtime to keep the ball dry, because you've seen that.
BK, behave. Nelson's up. He's a good guy. 1-1-1 for 4.
1-1.
What's he called? Lord?
Nelson.
That's the old English superstition number, isn't it? That's when Dave Shepherd, remember the old umpire? He'd be hopping around out there.
I just think
he was a beauty.
Lots of Nelson things.
So here we go. This will complete the 15th over, given that we haven't got a wide or a no ball. And it's always fun running into that final 5 overs. That's where you see some extraordinary hitting at times, and it gets even more frantic. And it's a good delivery. Ends up only going for 7 off the over. 111 for 4.
It's been a good recovery from the Gladiators. 1-1 for 4. Sarfraz once again playing a lovely innings. Extremely intelligent and plays crunch moments with a lot of clarity. A bit like MS Dhoni of India. .43 from 29 balls from Sarfraz, and that means that they're still in with a very good chance of maybe going at 11 and over, ending up with 166. Wickets in hand. This is a crucial partnership, by the way. Riley Russo is a left-hander, Sarfraz is settled right-hander. This could be the combination for them to work their way through to 166.
Yeah, talking about partnership, good situational assessment and response by the captain, Sarfraz Ahmed. Very good partnership between himself and Umar Amin, 64. Just consolidating after losing 3 wickets.
Oh, that's ended all our hopes of Sarfraz just getting on with it and getting that score to 166. 170 has been yorked. Beautifully bowled. Nelson's strike.
Well, that's the response you get when you bowl full and straight. You're always in with a chance of getting a wicket. Hussein Talak, known for his batting, doing a really good job with the ball as well. Sarfraz Ahmed, his wonderful innings comes to an end. 43 from 30. It's 111 for 5.
Well, they have to start all over again. Unburley is on not. He's the new man in, and Riley Russo is on not. He's only faced one ball. Sarfraz, the last man dismissed, missed a full toss, didn't he?
Yes, he's left room for himself here, and he's tried to work it offside. Look how much room he's gone, almost 2 feet outside the line of that leg stump, and it was a full toss, and he's playing the shot again, but that's only a memory.
You know, for all the young cricketers, if you look at his head position, his head was up in the air, not keeping his eyes on the ball, which is very critical when you're attempting an aggressive shot. Just losing his shape a bit, Sarfraz Ahmed.
He was probably undone by the slowness of the ball. I think it was the back of the hand slope delivery from Talat Hussain. Good bowling. Yeah, that's into the gap, and beautifully placed, and well, it had the strength to go and hit the fence in no time. He's off and running, Riley Russo.
It's easier to play with the ball, moving away from the left-hander, Riley Russo. Just opening the blade, finding the gap, using the pace. Wasn't the slower delivery from Hussain Talat. That's what they need. Quetta Gladiators, they need more boundaries this stage of the innings.
It's a regular angle across the left-hander's off stump. Oh, look in the backdrop, the dew droplets. And this was always going to be an issue, which was factored in by Sarfraz at the toss, where he wanted to bat first and avoid dewy conditions. With the ball, that is.
Well, the captain was required to play a consolidating innings to get his team into a position of strength. He did so. Started off slowly, built a nice partnership with Umar Amin, 64 to be exact. Gave the onside some lovely boundaries through that region.
After 16, 118 for the loss of 5.
Islamabad United, Pakistan,
Well, 11 and over will now fetch them 162, but 5 wickets in hand, it's going to be tough getting there.
And these fans and Islamabad know that they're pressing to stay in that #1 spot. Fahim Ashraf.
Oh, thank you very much for coming, sir. Straightforward catch for JP Duminy, and he makes no mistake. A soft dismissal, you've got to call it that.
Yeah, that's a quiet dugout. the Gladiators, Fahim Ashraf, just a line and length, and Amar Ali finds JP Domini. A nothing shot, really. Moin Khan can't look at it. Viv shakes his head, and all that means that Amar Ali's gone for 2. It's 118 for 6.
Mohammad Nawaz with a strike rate of 100. This is time of the innings where you need to be taking off, not losing wickets. Last part of the innings, they needed a set batsman out there, maybe Safraz to be out there till the end. 14 now, Fahim Ashraf, the most by a bowler in this year's HBL PSL. Wahab Riaz, Imran Tahir tied with 13 and 11 apiece for Samit Patel.
Wahab picked up 2 wickets again today, and he was difficult to get away. 2 for 17. And some good numbers here produced by Fahim Ashraf. Good seam presentation and catching practice.
Yeah, he does something with the ball as well. He was getting the ball to slide into the right-handers, away from the left-handers, and his length was excellent. Short of a length because it's a second game, so the pitch is not bouncing as much as the first, and he made the adjustment as a bowler. Most of his deliveries in that good and short length, paying dividends for him as a fast bowler. 2 wickets.
It's been 18 balls, or 17 balls now since we've had a 6 for Quetta. We've only had 4 sixes in this innings and only 8 fours. And we're into the 17th over.
Yeah, that's a drawback. That's the point that needs to be corrected next time when they're out there. You can easily lose the plot, lose the flow, momentum, whatever you want to call it, and so to get it back all together can take a bit of time. That's why you should always be switched on. And Quetta, I thought, were extremely pedestrian in the last game, where they looked casual and suffering the consequences as a result with this batting display. They've not switched on in this innings. That's a wide down the leg side.
And Ramesh, that's the challenge for most teams. When you start well in a competition, it's important for you to sustain your form as a team. And a really good thing going at the start of the competition, and got themselves into a nice 3-match winning streak. And it went downhill. The last game against Lahore Qalandars, didn't get the result that they wanted, and again, batting this time might just fall short of what they expected at the start of this game in terms of total set.
That's a shot, and Domini takes another catch. Well, he's picking up wickets now. 15 wickets for Fahim Ashraf, and the last couple of them he hasn't had to really push himself hard. They've been on the platter for him.
Mohammad Nawaz looking to clear JP Domini at long on. He knew straight away he hadn't hit it well enough, and Domini doesn't drop many. So yet another Quetta Gladiator finds himself walking back to the dugout. He has gone for 121 for 7.
Yeah, 121 for 7 now. Hassan Khan, the young under-19 kid who captained Pakistan at the World Cup, is out there. Low in numbers with the bat, Hassan, but a good all-round cricketer. Fields well at point, more than handy with left-arm spin. He's off the mark with a flick down towards the long-on fielder, and after 17, 122 for 7.
Three players in the top 6 or top 5 have got starts. Jason Roy 17, Umar Amin 28, Sarfraz with 43. And one of those or two of them needed to take it on.
.122 for 7. Contributions from Umar Amin and Sarfraz Ahmed, but look at Anwar and Nawaz and Peterson, Watson, the big guns not firing tonight. Playing like a champion side, Islamabad United. They won the trophy in 2016, and this is how the order is. Islamabad United are almost through for either the first or the second position. So if they win tonight, they'll surely be at the top of the leaderboard. And Quetta Gladiators, if they lose today, sorry, let me get this right. If Quetta Gladiators win today, they'll be guaranteed a place as number 1 or number 2. So there's a strong possibility that they'll be at each other's throat on Saturday. In fact, on Sunday.
Tomorrow, Islamabad.
Too many Saturdays and Sundays and ifs and buts. I apologize. Over to you, Alan, the pro.
Well, it's tomorrow. Islamabad Karachi is the evening game, and that, depending on how this goes, I mean, Karachi have got to get a win tomorrow as well, because they've come a distant second to Zalmi today. I'm sure that man there knows all the permutations, what's going on. He just doesn't like playing losing cricket. And of course it's Lahore tomorrow. Lahore Peshawar. And Zalmi looked good today. Kamran Akmal in form. Wahab Riaz.
Yeah, very determined effort today by Zalmi. It was a huge margin of a win. We're talking about, what, 40+ runs. And that would have dented Karachi Kings' net run rate quite badly. So Karachi Kings are still ahead of Multan Sultans on net run rate. But if they lose and lose badly, there could be out of the tournament and Multan Sultans could qualify. So a lot of permutations, combinations, situations developing in this year's HBL PSL for the playoffs.
Mohamed Sami doing a good job, showing his experience. 10 wickets to him so far. It's been the experienced one amongst these bowlers in the Islamabad United team. Samit Patel has made his contribution, so do Shadab Khan. The real pick-up bowlers. Fahim Ashraf, leading wicket taker this year's PSL. Doing very well as a bowling unit.
Yeah, not finding the fence. Chance of a run out, direct hit, and he was a goner.
Well, this is pressure being built up by Mohamed Sami. What a good bowler he is, and he just knows his craft so well. So he's building up pressure here. 3 singles and 2 dot balls. And Hassan Khan is coming a long way down because Riley Rousseau can't get Mohamed Sami away. He's got 6 from 8. And this is the last ball of the 18th over. Sami has performed so well in this PSL. How well bowled is that? How good an over is that? 4 from that over. 4 singles. 126 for 7.
After
126 for 7 after 18 overs. Yeah, the RPO is downwardly mobile. 7 and over. That's a strong hit. 6 flat. Classy Russo.
The advantage of having a specialist batsman all the way to the end of the innings. Riley Russo needs to get going. This shot will help. Made enough room to free his arms. Got it really good off the middle of the bat. Wonderful shot.
Yeah. Need more of the same from Riley Russo. That run rate has jumped from 7 to 7.27 after that 6. Mid-off up in the ring. I'm sure he'll go again over that fielder. And it's a mid-wicket pull into the gap, but well controlled by the fielder. Only a single.
Yeah, Quetta really are behind. Not sure if they got into the 8 ball. But they're behind what we've been used to seeing now since we've come back to Sharjah for the second spell. Islamabad in their first innings scores 185 for 4 against Multan. Lahore 186 for 4 against Quetta, and Peshawar today 181 for 6 against Karachi. And it's going to take something pretty special to get anywhere close to those scores because we're into the 19th over and it's 133 for 7.
Trying to cover the leg side fence here. Square leg, mid-wicket, long on, all being positioned. That's how you bowl to your field.
Yeah, that length. Choking the batsman, not allowing him to either play back or play off the front foot freely. This is Hassan Khan against Multan. Held his nerve, got them over the line. genuine match winner. A little cameo today that will help them to get a good total.
That was a bone crusher from Viv, wasn't it?
Almost suffocated the poor kid with a bear hug, the Viv hug. Yeah, good slow delivery. It's going at a great economy rate for him. Ashraf, 4.91, 3 for 18. He's making a habit of this. I think that's the 4th time he's picked up 3 wickets in his stint in this year's HBL PSL. Runs in quite quickly and then he hits the deck hard. Not easy to pick wickets when you come in the middle phase of the innings. A bit like Hassan Ali did for Pakistan during the Champions Trophy. And he's improved quite well in the last 6 months or so for him, Ashraf. Difficult and not accomplished.
I just wonder what he had in mind with that particular shot. Darren, I don't think I ever saw you playing this.
Yeah, probably if there's a mosquito in the air.
But there are a few mosquitoes around. I'm not sure that even this shot would have caught one.
Hoga Saf commentary box.
Hoga Saf, Pakistan. Greener, cleaner.
But I still think that Riley Rousseau has to think about getting bat on ball, getting every single run. Sankan looks a good batsman as well.
A very good bat swing there from Riley Rousseau. And after 19, 135 for 7.
Run a ball in the last 4 overs. They need a lot more than that. The final 6.
Has bowled well, Mohammad Sami. Pick up a single. 8 dots in his spell, Mohammad Sami. 3.1 overs.
Yeah, Riley Rousseau left his timing back in the hotel, I think. He's been swinging away, and 15 balls he's used for his 16, and there's a 4 and a 6 in there. So Sami's going to complete his 4 overs. Patel, 2 overs again. Samit Patel has opened the bowling and has got good numbers there, but he's not recalled to finish his spell. Ashraf 3 for 19 in 4, Ahmad Butt 2 for 30, and a wicket for Talat.
Play and a miss. That's a good slow ball from Mohammad Sami.
But it happened to Samit Patel last time, and I think whether it's the lack of grip, whether the ball is just a bit too damp, but I'm sure he hates just fielding. He wants to be involved, he wants the ball, he wants the bat. I think he wants to captain the side as well. But this man is there, Misbah, the general.
Good running. I think it was good second run. Luke Ronke doesn't look too interested in a run out appeal.
Very smart. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Hassan Khan knew that it had to have a fielder coming in from the boundary line. Made it easy in the end.
That's because he sprinted the first run and he really made a dash down there, so that made him, it got him home for the second. Rather pensive, Moin Khan.
That's gone, flat six. Yeah, this is what they were looking for. Something to increase the run rate and get that score to around 150.
And that is exactly what I was talking about. Riley Russo has a partner at the other end. This young man is proving to be a handful with the bat. That's a wonderful shot. He advances, gets his momentum through the ball. Lovely hands, head down, finds the gap.
Oh, Sir Vivian enjoyed it.
Another strong shot through the offside. They're running back for the second. It's once again excellent running. Nearing a 150 total. Quetta Gladiators. They could have gotten a lot more if they'd kept their cool and calmness. Not lost 2 or 3 wickets in a heap. It's great running. Really is. Head down, sprinting back for the second.
What set them back was losing Shane Watson, Jason Roy and Kevin Peterson all within a short space of each other. So difficult to come back.
Yeah, so Quetta Gladiators end the show with a score of 147. They lost 7 wickets. Some untimely loss of wickets have pegged them back on this beautiful surface. But Fahim Ashraf has been the star for the Islamabad United with the ball once again. Picking up 3 wickets. Mohammad Sami doing his best as a frontline seamer. And so overall, things are looking good for Islamabad United.
Yeah, many expected a lot more runs from Quetta Gladiators. Well, the captain tried, Fraz Ahmad, top scoring, but didn't get much support from his batting lineup. A good effort in the field by Islamabad United. Team bowled really well. The star, Fahim Ashraf, 3 for 19. A wicket for Patel. Hussein Talat, and 2 for Ahmad Butt as well.
Be at a required run rate of 7.4. That is the equation. United have been the powerhouse in the tournament for the last little while, and they've got every chance to show that they are the #1 team when it comes to the finals. This is exactly what they're playing for tonight, to cement that #1 position. Quetta, of course, they've qualified for the top 4. In fact, they'll probably nestle in that #2 position. So it looks to me that it'll be 1-2 United Gladiators. That's my sense, but just who knows? Is there a hurdle or 2 in front of the United chase?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of difficulty for the bowlers, and the big difficulty here is Luke Ronchi. He's stolen the show once he's arrived. He's been mightily impressive and effective. Strike rate of 170. Just once he goes, then it's really difficult to stop Indumini. He's had a middling time out there. He's threatened a couple of times, strike rate at least 101, but when Luke Ronchi goes, he can just sit back and just rotate the strike. This man's been very good with the new ball. The left arm spinner gets the ball to grip and spin with the new ball, and with the dry new ball, he'll be a handful.
Dumini's the steady player, isn't he, Baz? And you can just imagine if they were to get Ronchi early, then that's a big blow for United, given he's been so consistent. There's the cool and cool umpires. We've got Alim Dar, Khalid Mahmood. And so the early wickets are what going to allow Quetta to feel like they are in the hunt in the field. Let's not forget the dew factor. They're starting with spin. That'll be a wide, so it kicks off straight away. Nawaz is outstanding. He's been able to take wickets. And can he just break it open a little bit? Help Quetta, because they probably feel they haven't got enough. But you can win with this sort of total, but we've seen totals of over 180 every time this week.
Sarfraz has gone back to opening the bowling with Nawaz. Previous game didn't bring him on till the 7th over, didn't bowl the spinners a lot. So it's back to spin to win, and he'll hope here that Nawaz can continue with his form with the new ball, get a couple of wickets. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult ask.
So first run off the bat, JP Duminy just scampering through for the one. It's final game for Kevin Peterson. So he is, I think, retired from all cricket after today. It's a big one for him. I wonder how emotional he's feeling. He's probably feeling pretty happy with the whole.
Unless of course they get to number 1 or number 2 Quetta and get into that first playoff. A little bit of spin for Nawaz, and this is the big matchup. Ronki versus Nawaz.
Oh, it's nearly got there. That was so close to a caught and bowled. Wow, he's a good bowler. He just held that up. Oh, Ronki, this is the big wicket. Did it get there? It did. Oh, that's a let-off. They needed that one.
Is that the big moment of the game? Nawaz to Ronki. He offers him a cotton ball. Doesn't hang on. Kind of form this man is in. They needed that. Quetta really needed that.
Well, I think when you've only got that amount on the board, Baz, you've got to take all those, the half chances, but that was better than a half chance. It was just he didn't get down low enough. Ronki's always timing the ball. He's clipping it, isn't he, at pace, but let's just see. Oh, that's a miss. It's a big miss, and he knows it. You need to take those.
And he is the number 1 bowler in the Quetta Gladiators side. And you probably want Ronki out, the number 1 batsman from Islamabad United so far.
And there we go. That's been hit. There's only 2 from it. It's always a good start from Nawaz. 2 for none.
In first over, Islamabad United.
Ahmed 43 from 30. He was the highest scorer and the most productive in terms of a strike rate as well. There's just nothing else really got going. You needed that someone to get 50 and race to a 70 or an 80.
.147 for 7. Middling sort of total from Quetta.
Good hand from the keeper. Just in terms of that miss on Ronki, when you read this, The top 3 fastest 50s belong to Luke Ronchi, whose 350s in the competition came off 22 balls, 23 balls and 27 balls. He's just been dropped. Oh dear. And when you drop one like that, you think, oh, I hope it doesn't.
Correct. This man can really hurt you, and quickly.
Oh.
Exactly like that. That's sound.
When you've got a guy in form who's just leaping on anything like that, he loves going onside. If he err on his pads, he's lethal. But we saw him there, but he's... And that'll...
A thick top edge, and it's sort of flown away. Short boundaries, and it's gone the distance. Maximum, not very intended, but Ronchi's off. Sarfraz worried.
It's wide of our stump, so he swings at that one. He does like to get going, just flicking to the onside, but he's been brutal everywhere. He's just got this eye in. He plays the same way every innings. He's prone to getting out early, but it doesn't change the way he plays the next innings. And when he gets going, he can get on this roll, and we've seen it. 50, 50, 50, all in the fastest time. 2 of them, the 22 balls, 23 balls. Good delivery. Now we're seeing a good area. This is a good comeback.
Yeah, Rahat Ali's had a decent PSL. That's the delivery he wants, just to get it to seam away. Last game, though, Rahat Ali went for 50 after having a pretty good PSL, so he needs a comeback of sorts.
See the ball moving around a bit. Could be because of the dewy conditions, because of the moisture in the air. Need a wicket. They've already had a chance. Must strike. Luke Ronchi is the key wicket for them.
There it is. There's the wicket. There's the break. Didn't cost them too many, the caught and bowled chance. So there you have something, Quetta, something to run on.
Now we're talking. Luke Ronchi has been unstoppable in this year's HBL PSL, and for once failing. Trying to glide this one through point and big inside edge, and shattering the stumps, and wonderful, wonderful result for the bowler Rahat Ali. He's gone after scoring just 10 of 9, and Rahat is 1 for 11.
पॉइंट तगड़ा खिंचा हुआ बीच में होगा एलबीडब्ल्यू हो जाएगा बॉल स्टैंडिंग बॉयज क्या बॉयज
So Alex Hales, non-striker, JP Duminy. It was the final ball of the over, and Ronchi is back in the pavilion, so it's a big relief. We're talking about you put him down early, and then you just pray that he's not going to go on and hurt you, given you've let him off. But that wasn't the case, so they've been able to turn it round, chopping back onto the stumps. That's been lifted nicely by JP Duminy.
Yeah, he's very good against spin, Duminy. And the angle working in his favor. It was a half-trekker. He hardly has bowled a bad ball in this HBL PSL, Nawaz, and for a change, just a little short. And Duminy rocking back and hitting it for a 6. margins are minimal when you're bowling to Duminy if you're a spinner, because he punishes you the moment you overpitch or underpitch.
Oh yeah, that's a bullet. Great use of the feet.
Even better shot this time. He's been pumped with the pull shot into the crowd, and this one he's absolutely smashed down the ground. Quick fit footwork, and that's just sped into the board.
It actually spun into the boards. It was hit so hard that it had a lot of overspin on it. A couple of massive strikes, and so the initiative has been wrested from the opponents here.
Yeah, so change of angle now. He's over the wicket.
Yeah.
And bunkering down on that one, JP. It's good batting though, isn't it? He's put a short one away. And just his now says, well, he's going to maybe push it through, but it's not going to be short again. So I will come down and get a fuller length.
A bit of a test for the bowlers because of the wet conditions. You can easily lose the grip on the ball.
Oh, edge. He came down again. Got himself into strife, and he's got a fine edge on that runs away. So Nawaz beats him on that occasion, but he does not get the result he was after.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of beautiful shots, and then this from JP Duminy. Wrong-footed him. I think he was looking for a bit of spin, and it straightened after pitching. But 6-4-4, we're talking about an expensive over here. 14 so far.
There's a bit of a glare there from Nawaz, like, how dare you, what are you doing? That was my ball, and somehow you've hit me for 4. It's a cruel game, isn't it, sometimes? And he comes down again. So he loves using his feet, and it's a great way to play spin if that's your natural way. You can get it wrong, though, sometimes. 3 overs gone, 28 for 1. So he got the big wicket of Ronki Rahan. He's going to continue, as I say. He's got some pace. He can be a really surprising pace at times, but he has lifted his side with that wicket. So we've got a slip coming into play, about second slip.
I'd take off Nawaz against Duminy because he dominates spin. So if you can have a slip in place when he's facing Rahat Ali, why not have another speedster or a medium pacer bowling from Nawaz's end? Because it's a strategy by United to send him in because they know that Gladiators would probably use Nawaz with the new ball. So that part has been neutralized to a certain degree by Duminy's big shots.
Yeah, Alex Hales has got a bit of an issue too with left arm orthodox, so if he's on strike, you might want to keep him going. Oh, that's powerful, isn't it? If it gets through, no, it doesn't. And that's the Jew, just holding it up a little bit on a dry surface. That's probably got through the gap there, but he's tall, he's powerful.
And also it stops the ball from swinging. This one, Ronki, maybe just a little too close to cut, but he's in the form of his life, so he thought that's another boundary ball. Big inside edge.
Oh, hear that. He is smoking them tonight.
Gunshot from JP Duminy's bat. You've got to be here to really see how fast it went and hit the fence. 1, 2, 3, bang. The most magnificent pull shot you'd ever want to see, all along the ground and muscled.
Yeah, he's feeling good, isn't he? He's got the bit between his teeth. He started so well. Ahmed is sort of saying, come on. We're talking about a certain line, a certain length. We've spoken about this guy. They do in all those team meetings. And look at that. That's almost opposite to a lot of the guys. PSL run rate is a little bit higher against the spin than the pace.
PSL, he spent quite a lot of time in the middle. And yes, almost about 2 runs for spin. But just as this PSL has gone along, Duminy has looked more secure, he's looked more confident, and today I think he's looked the best of what he's got to offer.
Yeah, remember, he just arrived and he got stuck on the Sharjah wicket first time round, didn't he? And then everything sort of started to work for him when he got to Dubai. It was a nicer pace, and he's certainly going here. He's going like a train, so that's what's left.
There's a nice balance that he's maintaining. Big shots and also rotation of strike. He moves so quickly between the wickets. Such a good judger of the ball, JP Duminy.
He's a good athlete. Really good athlete. He'd like to be probably playing in the Test series against Australia in South Africa currently, but he's finished all that stuff. But the competitive juices that he has would be looking at the spice that's there. Oh yeah, this time it's going to go all the way. That is brutal.
It's 39 for 1.
So the Gladiators, they made 147 4-7. Safraz 43 from 30 was the best of them. And Ashraf 3 for 19. Brilliant. Here he is, JP Duminy, now very much focused on this form of the game, and he's going along beautifully at the moment. 23 from 13.
Mir Hamza was in the squad of Karachi Kings in the first PSL. That time he came with a reputation of really swinging the new ball, and he came with a big reputation. Now he's just sort of dropped off a little in the pecking order.
Shot for every delivery, every length almost in this innings. JP Duminy is powering his team into a commandable position. 40 for 1 in 4.2. Pepsi catch a crore. Got to be ready, boys.
Yeah, we've seen 9 catches so far. So a couple have been juggled and ricocheted to someone else, but it's been fun. Every time you see one launched into the stands, you just hope someone can grab onto it. Hales on strike.
How many slats do you think at the end of the tournament? 9 so far. Few games to go.
Another double header tomorrow. Then we've got a play off, and then are we taking it straight, taking it to the final? Gee, he's got a good pace. It took him a while to get going. Here comes Uber. Oh, good stuff. The stride shortened a little bit. Well done, Darren Sammy over there. He wants to be a part of that.
Running style like Michael Johnson.
Yes, sort of leaning back a bit.
Yeah, leaning back a bit.
More runs. It's all too easy for Duminy at the moment.
Well, he's putting away the good balls. This wasn't such a good delivery, so runs are leaking. They're hemorrhaging runs there, 4s and 6s, and just a faint tickle round the corner was good enough to earn him a 4.
Yeah, can't go there, can't go on the pads. Fine leg in the circle, just asking for trouble. But Duminy today, striking it well.
All right, yeah, I'm going to answer this question. So we've game 28, we've had 9 catches. Yeah, 34 overall. 5 by 3. I'm going to say 11. I'm going to say there's going to be another 2. I'll say 12. There'll be another 3 catches in the stands before we finish.
I'm going lucky 13. So with your calculation, I've gone +1.
Now, you could argue once we get to Pakistan, those crowds, it's going to be packed house, but in theory, there's more hands going for the ball. I think they're going to knock it out of each other's hands. There we go, 5 overs up. It is 45 for 1.
We've got one more to go in the power play, and the United boys are 45 for just the loss of Luke Ronke. Here's the under-19 captain of Pakistan, Hassan Khan, out in New Zealand in January. Here he is in the HBL PSL, and left arm orthodox is a bit of a weakness for Alex Hales. And it almost continued. Oh.
Yeah, we've seen some good bowling from some left-handers in this year's PSL. Very good flight, good arc. Gets a little bit of spin as well. Deceived him. Lofted drive. I didn't think he intended to play that ball in that area.
These two, Darren, Mohammad Nawaz and Hassan Khan, have been pivotal for Quetta Gladiators and their progress to the playoffs.
Oh. Well, it's great to see young Hassan Khan. He came in at the end too, got 15 from 9, hit that maximum. So again, you take that into the account of feeling good about yourself as a youngster, having that little cameo, and then he comes in, now takes the ball, loving the PSL.
He also hit that 6, didn't he, off the penultimate ball of the match against Multan, won the game.
Oh, yellow!
Squeeze. Single, and it gets Hales off strike. He's not the only right-hander that had his fair share against left-arm orthodox in terms of problems. Showed you those stats on McCullum. He's got out, I think, 5 or 6 occasions against left-arm orthodox. Certain Kevin Peterson had his issues over the years with left-arm orthodox as well. And now Hales. But it's JP Duminy. He's enjoying himself so far.
Nice.
I guess the left-hand, right-hand combination will also assist in this situation with Hassan Khan. He wouldn't be able to settle. He will need to change his line, his lengths. JP Duminy is very quick on his legs, so anything short, he will get on the back foot and look to score square. Likewise, he can use his feet and advance as well, because that will be hitting with the spin for him as a left-hander.
Shabash, shabash.
See the problem with the ball. Hassan Khan had to dry the ball as the 50 comes up here in the 6th over. And the truck has got 51 runs in it, and it's taken 5.5 overs. But every ball has to be toweled and dried before the next one is delivered. So this is a problem for Quetta, which is why Sarfraz won the toss and said he'd bat first.
Interesting, wasn't it?
Yep.
Cruising too. You look at United's equation, they only need to go at 6.85.
Yeah,
Bold.
And he can do that with ease. Power play is over, it's 51 for 1.
.97 from 84 with 9 wickets in hand. It should be Islamabad's match, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, Hamza, quite pleased what I see with him, Al. Raw materials.
Yes, he's looked okay, hasn't he? It's the power play, Darren. It's a 51 for 1 in the power play.
Yeah, there was this one opportunity that went to begging. But apart from that, JP Duminy, he took control of the situation with the fall of Luke Ronke. Been very clinical in his stroke play.
Cool.
Anything short, he's been quick to latch onto it. What about that shot from Alex Hales? Just through the arms, that's it. Went through that extra cover region like a tracer bullet.
Thank you, Ravi Shastri. But there's been a quiet authority, hasn't there, about JP Duminy. 77%. Winviz says Islamabad round the wicket now, Mir Hamza. He's a very experienced cricketer, isn't he? JP's been around a long time for the Proteas. And I think he's brought a calmness to this batting.
Jeez, you tell you what, he hit, laced that pull shot, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Wicked. Oh.
We're talking about JP Duminy, 46 test matches, 6 test match centuries, 184 one-day internationals, and 4 centuries in ODI cricket as well.
It's a lot of cricket, a lot of experience.
shabash.
181 days.
Yeah.
Problem for Quetta is that this Islamabad team bats such a long way down. Mohammad Sami is batting at 11 and he's got 5 first-class 50s, or it could be 8 first-class 50s. And you're looking here at one of the hardest hitters in the game in Alex Hales.
He certainly does. He strikes it long and hard.
Well, they've got to try and find a way of taking wickets. Head and shoulders move for 1 million. That's the dance we've got to learn.
Some of us.
That's one prize you're never going to win, Dan, is it?
No, sadly. In tears.
NA not applicable.
In fact, there's a couple of prizes you're not going to win. Uber's the other one.
Well, I might have to sort that out with a little head start. Oh, yes, sir. That is handsome from Hales.
It was a mere uppercut. Didn't try to hit it too much. He waited on it. On the rise, got under it, opened the blade of the bat. There's a lot of real estate there. Alex Hales has the presence of mind to play that shot. Such a very instinctive player he is.
Oh, a little pick up. Oh, and he's gone! Down the throat. We've seen that so often here at this very ground. And it is Watson taking this. Well, that is a bonus.
Well, you didn't expect Alex Hales to find Shane Watson in that fine leg position. Very rare you see this. He's such a good player. He's played just about 172 T20 matches. That's a big wicket. He's gone for 16. It's 58 for 2 now.
Two of the young faces that right there in shot. Shadab Khan, 19, and Hassan Khan for the opposition, 19, 38 years of age between them, and possibly the next man in is double their age and a few more.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of this PSL, isn't it? You've got two youngsters playing here, bright future. Look at them, they're good mates. And this to me is just what it's all about as well. And you've got Misbah. Was he 41, 42? 42nd year, 43, whatever it is. Young, years young. And JP Duminy is holding things together for Islamabad, 31 from 21.
Yeah, a bit more rag drying on the ball. Oh, and he couldn't get out. The two youngsters clash there. Well, you called it, Darren Ganga. He said Quetta had to find a way of getting a wicket or two. This'll do.
Yeah, using the pace of the ball, I think he expected a little more elevation on that shot. Alex Hales, Viv Richards, he's pumped up. Knows a lot about winning and loves to be on that side of the coin.
Absolutely. If there was a win Viz when Viv was playing, it would be called a win Viv. Win Viv.
Well done, old man.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Danny Morrison.
Hunting up in the offside here. We've had the power play. He needs to squeeze, particularly the right-handers, inside the circle. It's away with a full toss.
What do you think, Darren, on Shadab Khan going in at 4 here when you've got a player like Misbah, you've got Hussein Talat, but they're going in with this youngster?
Yeah, I think they're trying to get that run rate maintained. Shadab Khan, he's an attacking batsman by nature. I've seen him play a couple cameos in the Caribbean Premier League. He's got a cool head on his shoulder, and they're trying to maintain that left-right combination out in the middle. Maybe probably priming him as a player as well. He's not had much of an opportunity with the bat, and it's not a bad ploy because you may just need him in playoff matches to produce some runs for you.
Just like the way that JP Duminy keeps his shape. Danny, I mean, Danny and I can talk about this because this man did keep his shape, Darren Ganga. But I love the way he keeps his shape through the shot, and we've seen it with the pull shot. We see it with his cover drive. Everything about him at the moment looks geometrically, he looks wonderful. So structured.
Sort of looks too now. It's almost like he's out there as you get the sorcerer and the apprentice.
Yes.
And he'll help Shadab a lot. And he doesn't need much help with that sort of batting. Holy schmoly! Wow.
He's got skill, he's got class. Shadab Khan cannot be underestimated with the bat. This young man has a bright, bright future in the game. Apart from being able to bowl his variety of leg breaks, he can bat. Lofted shot, straight down the ground, immediately getting into the mix of things.
Yeah, well, Jason Roy was a little wider there. He's come a bit straighter.
Yeah.
But it was a great stroke. from Shudder. Oh, does he go wider? He does, but he can't quite beat Roy. Wonderful wrist work from the youngster. It's like this little challenge here with the two 19-year-olds, head to head.
You notice the sort of truncated follow-through from Shadab Khan. It's not a big, wide follow-through. Watch this, Darren. Look at that. Look where the bat finishes. Below his left shoulder.
Mr. Risty.
Yeah.
Time for the sorcerer. Controlled, he'll keep the strike and takes Islamabad to 67 for 2.
Islamabad United. Quetta Gladiators.
Ah, the good old worm. Purple one lost a few together at the start there. 3 for 41 early on. Good partnership of 60 odd come together.
Islamabad have made a good fist of this, haven't they? And it's going to be a change of ball.
Oh,
KP's getting rid of the lacquer on the ball.
Oh, bits of leather too, just quietly.
Look at the dew here. It's just... you don't want to be bowling with that, Danny.
Little rooster tail almost on the back of it, wasn't it? Look at that.
New super supper. That's the new super supper to spill the water away.
Yeah, they haven't got one here, funnily enough. They've got a rope instead. Big rope.
They do.
Hamza starts another. He's into his third. Oh, Riley. Riley in the wars, diving on the square. Oh, look at him. Covered in it. Just looking across to our left here in the Islamabad dugout, and Samit Patel, he's got the kit on, and there's a few batsmen with the kit on. A lot of floaters happening. A bit of left arm round again. Hamza. Yeah, it's interesting now, another wicket and then maybe another 2, and suddenly they're 4 down for maybe 80.
The only person who hasn't got his pads on there is Dean Jones.
Oh, don't.
It's only a matter of time.
I'm surprised.
Or maybe he's got them on under his trousers.
With that red tie, red pads.
Yeah, it's tough for the bowlers, but Mir Hamza's bowled well here. 1 for 15 into his third.
Nice shot from JP Dumani. He's played a wonderful inning so far. 36 from 26. What he has is the body language. Apart from him being clinical in his stroke play, his body language is always very positive as a player, and that's what you want in T20 cricket. When Viz still in favour of Islamabad United. And he will bring a lot of confidence for a guy like Shadab Khan, young player who's still learning his trade.
Yeah, good point, Darren. He's only got to watch from the non-striker's end, isn't he? Shadab's on strike, though.
Set still just under 7s, the asking rate.
Yeah, it's been a lovely innings, this. A colourful innings, an attractive innings, and I think his one pull shot, I think that shot alone was the hardest hit ball of the night. Just so pleasing on the eye. See how wide Mir Hamza went there on the return crease.
Good over so far too, just quietly.
Yeah.
And why I think they have so much time is because the required rate is just under 7. So it's merely a runner ball for Islamabad United to get this game and to go on for another win. That is exactly why they've probably experimented a bit with Shadab Khan to give him an opportunity.
Of course, Islamabad tomorrow, they finish their league campaign with a crunch clash against Karachi. Nine gone, Daniel. 70 for 2.
Didn't arrive. Watson, yeah, he does bowl these well. A tennis ball type bouncer that loops through, and you've got so much time, you almost want to have about 3 shot selections at it, and then it's past you.
The deceptiveness of Shane Watson as well. Doesn't change his run-up much for his faster deliveries as against his slower deliveries. Gotta keep your eyes on him.
He's been so emotional. He got into trouble a bit when he was playing for Australia, of course. Some of his celebrations. Was it Chris Gale and Test Series comes to mind a few years ago. Celebrating right under the nose when he gets people out.
Well, it's been a while since we've had a 6 and the Pepsi catch a crawl. Those candidates there are going to have to, I think they've gone a bit quiet because the 6s have dried up. It's been 45 balls since we've had a 6 or a Pepsi catch a crawl chance.
This is a little late, Alan Wassellen.
Alan Wassellen.
He's ready. And that is ready as well. Stunner here from young Shadab. 10 down at 70, 7 for 2.
Islamabad needs 71 then. Off 60 balls, they need a lot of wickets. Quetta Gladiators need to strike, and strike right now. Yeah, as turning out to be a good all-round cricketer. Short and wide and slapped over point.
United continue to promote him in the order. They want him there. He batted well in a previous game as well. Too short this time by Shane Watson, yeah. Peterson having a look.
He's on the greasy pole, isn't he? Just keeps sliding down it. I want to see the big fella out there launching them.
Batted only 3 times in the... And what other this could be the matter with Sue Jones? Seeing a very attentive Misbah Haq.
It's It's the amount of notes, though. Have you seen how deep he is into that book? I mean, he's chewed up 200 pages. He's writing that many notes. Like, it's a serious novel.
Must be very, very small pages, though, because there's not much written in there. He hides it, but I don't think there's a lot written in there.
Wow.
A lot of numbers.
Telephone numbers. Yeah, he's got contacts. He's got contacts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's well stopped, well blocked by KP. Talking to himself, I think, JP Duminian. I remember Martin Crowe used to tell himself before I was that shot, like I still remember that. Head and shoulders move for $1 million. Even the little ones are doing it now. Required rate has got to jump over 9 to make this a tough ask for the United. Right now it's at 7.7. Oh, ball in, that's more like it. A wicket certainly will help the cause.
Yeah, just the angle coming back in. Good presentation of the seam from Watson, but Chadha trying to be a little cheeky, trying to stare this down to third man, and it's hit top of off. Wrong choice of shot, and Watson gets his man. He's pumped as ever. Shadab Khan gone for 18, 85 for 3.
85 for 3, and we'll have the Go Lutlo strategic timeout as well. For the due, and it did work. We didn't have a lot of due issues, but this year they've decided to put the rope to use, and in month of March I think you'll have the problems here in Pakistan also, and due will play a hand in decision making at the toss.
Yeah, the only other way running a bit earlier. It's
Yeah, that's thrashed and will hit the fence. Hussain Talat gets on with it.
Talat zone, extra cover, loves it. Just walked in, gave himself a little bit of room and smoked it through the offside. Really loves hitting through extra or over mid-off. That's his area. First shot, a boundary.
Oozing confidence, the left-hander. And he bowls like that, also very aggressive lines. Hits Sarfraz on the helmet with a bouncer. This one keeping just a shade low this time. Asking the bowler to bowl within the stumps. I think if I could lip read Sarfraz on that occasion, I think it was beech mein ball karo, bowl within the stumps.
Has tended to just creep a little low today, throughout the day. And that's Sarfraz wants that one right on the stumps so that he can get another wicket.
A nice shape back into the stumps. 90 for 3.
After 13 overs, Islamabad United. Islamabad United. 58 runs from 42 balls. कौन जीतेगा? कोयटा जीतेगा? Islamabad जीतेगा?
Yeah, 58 more required. They need some magic, more magic from Watson. Dumini knows his role. He's already had a knock where he carried his bat through the innings. Win whiz, 56% for the United. They're doing well in this run chase.
Well, they are, but it's giving a bit to Quetta there, isn't it? It was more dominant not that long ago, so Quetta have come back into it, and according to WinViz. You've got Dumini out there, though. He's saying is up and running with that opening stroke. You never know. Another wicket now. And tomorrow, here we go. We've got another double header. And it'll be 4 p.m. Pakistan time, this very ground. And it's Peshawar must win against Lahore. Don't have to, but want to.
Lahore is the team to beat. They've done 3 in a row.
Another one keeping just a shade low. The attempted off-cutter from Shane Watson. That required run rate is 8.5, so we may have an interesting ending. It was 7.5, about an over and a half back. Another wicket, few dots, can create a situation for the United. They're running with the shot and picking up a single.
Really should be a stroll for Islamabad, but 56 of 39, the batsmen aren't really timing the ball so much, so maybe a wicket here, Dumini especially, and Gladiators will be back in this. Shane Watson just gone for 11, and he's just kept it that short of a length and difficult to hit.
Oh, there's an opportunity for Duminy to score some runs. It was a glove, but on the bounce to the keeper. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. PST. Live from Sharjah. United versus the Kings. Should be a good contest, that.
Can't wait for the double header. It'll be our last. We love them because you just get into the swing of it. You go bang, bang with two big games. Pointy end.
Anwar Ali, for once, not feeling well. Otherwise, he's been such an athlete. Duminy is so quick with his feet movement, slicing it over the infield. Turning out to be a perfect run chase innings this from Duminy, holding his nerve, not panicking, not worrying about who is at the other end. He is going at a very, very solid strike rate.
Oh, don't get out now though, Rummies. After all that hard work, don't get out now, JP. Just don't sense he will, but a little mistake, and Quetta will believe.
After 14.95 for 3.
Islamabad United. Quetta Gladiators.
Well, just look at the overs remaining. Now, Noah's, they deem the ball to be too wet for a spinner to come in and bowl now, but Watson's got one more. There's plenty of options there. Rahat's got 2. So, you know, Ahmed can go a lot of different ways in these final 6 overs.
Oh, big one. This really is humongous. It's out of air. 50 for JP Duminy. What a shot, really, to get there. Stand up and applaud the talent that JP is, and brilliant innings.
There was only one way this ball was going after it hit the middle of the bat. He's picked it up, drop-kicked it, and it's gone into the football stadium right behind us. 90 meters, controlled innings, classy innings.
And out comes another ball. Replacement balls coming from everywhere. Yeah, it was just picked up. It was perfect, wasn't it? Just to lend it to the onside. But not only that, he has bazookaed it out of the ground. And it's been a great addition to this United side. He's settled the top order in so many ways. Just the way he goes about it, the fact that he's got all this experience. He loves working with the youngsters, the emerging squad members.
So 47 now, 35. He's taking a good look at the leg side field. They're adjusting it, fine leg up in the ring. The 2 men almost at mid-wicket range. Here we go again. Will he go again? JP. Oh, he's timing them so sweetly. That bat is making a great sound. Just listen if you can. There's no sound to it, but the moment it hit the bat, it was a 6. So clean and so regal was JP Duminy.
He's looked really good since he's walked in. Timed the ball well. That was a massive 6. Nicely hit down the ground, but his timing has been spot on, and he's probably looked the best of this season PSL, because he's just got better with each inning.
Strike rate of 118, 4 4s, 2 6s down the track. Picks up a single. Could be a good batsman to follow for Hussain Talat, who is batting alongside him. He's a left-hander. He's starting his career, JP Duminy, deep into his career. The way he works the field, JP, the way he hits the ball, the balance is great. He's never out of shape when he's looking for those big shots and slogs. Hussain Talat would like to replicate JP Duminy's mindset and thinking of how to progress in the innings, how to build a knock. Yeah, that's pretty much like it. Hussain Talat with a smack down the pitch.
That's one way to build a knock, is just smash 6s. Giving himself room. That's Talat's zone again, mid-off, over mid-off. The cutter, slow one, smash down the ground. Extra cover, mid-off. Such a clean hit from Talat.
Yeah, very impressive batting from the left-hander. In fact, he's an impressive all-round cricketer.
Yeah, well, he's an emerging player, isn't he? Prior to today, 165 runs at 41.25. So he's just adding to that. Clean striker.
As another good strong drive through the offside. Duminy running beautifully for the second run. 15 from the over. It's 110 for 3.
From 30 balls, Kaun jeetega? Jeetega, jeetega. Jeetega, jeetega. कोई कभी मैच हो जाएंगे। Islamabad के
.33 on his back and plenty of dew here. 38 required by Islamabad off 30. And HBL has got a soaking. Duminy. Hassan Khan. He's made good ground there quickly. Well, the humidity count is up to 85%, hence the turf, it's all starting to clog up in those spikes. And everyone needs cleaning because everyone is slipping out there.
Yeah, just looking back at the last 2 games, didn't really have that much dew. They're excessive. Definitely impacting the bowlers. Second innings of the second match of a double header today.
Oh, that's going to have to reload there for Shane Watson. He just pulled it down. 36 needed off 29. Now, Shane Watson is a better bowler at the top of the innings than he is in the death overs. Have a look at that rate, 11.20. He goes for his economy rate in the death overs. Well, he holds the dubious distinction of being the most expensive in the PSL, in the death overs. So this is a bit tricky for Quetta. Oh, this has been hit. This has been hit really hard. And Hussein Talat is just emulating JP Duminy.
I like the look of this young player. He's got a little bit of oomph about the way he plays the game. Did well with the ball and impactful with the bat. He struck this one on the move. Didn't really have the base. Just picked it up. The timing was good. Made good contact as well.
Oh, and a scrum for the Pepsi catcher craw. And Islamabad well in control of this. Just a wicket or two will change the complexion of this for those sitting in the dugout waiting to come in the red camp. 28 balls remaining, just 30 runs required. And it's not easy with a ball that's, well, it's better when the ball flies into the stands than it does when it goes along the ground for 4. Will that be a wide? Yes, it is. Umpire says wide.
I just want to make the point again that Quetta and Sarfraz, Ahmed won the toss, and he said, look, we'll bat first in terms of the dew factor coming in. And we can all appreciate that when it gets heavier, that dew, it is very difficult for the side fielding second. So interesting, they wanted to bat first, go up front, post a total, and try and put some scoreboard pressure on Islamabad.
To be fair on him, the last 2 games here didn't really have much dew, to be quite honest. So looking at what transpired 2 days ago, teams batting first, posting good totals, placed a lot of pressure on the team batting second. That may have prompted him to bat first this game.
Oh, that's another wide. It's another one. Well, Shane Watson's just got to keep the lid on the kettle here, otherwise it's going to go steaming off.
Thank you, Alan. Yeah, just to keep on about that, Darren, it was only the last 2 nights when you think about it, wasn't it? And it's hard to gauge. It's something at this time of the year, the changing of the season, it's starting to get warmer, and yet sometimes in Sharjah, you get the breeze come in, and then it drops away, but it can still be that little bit cooler, I think, than the stadium at Dubai.
Well, Islamabad have their final game tomorrow when they play Karachi in the evening match. And before that, it's Lahore, who would like to make it 4 wins out of 4. Not a drop of air, not a breath of air. And Lahore play Zalmi. And that's the first match. Fielded Jason Roy. Not been easy for the fielders either. It's been really very slippery on the surface of this outfield here in Sharjah.
Runner ball required in this situation for Islamabad United. JP Duminy, he's been the glue in this innings for United, showing his experience, playing the situation well. Those 3 partners along the way, and he's still there. Nice partnership developing. 37 from 22.
Good hit. And he picked his spot, and he's just held his position there. Hussein Talat's looking good here.
It sure is. Whilst it's difficult for Watson to grip it probably how he'd love it in dry conditions, just hold this pose for the photographers. Lovely seam, but it's that slot, it's in that length, and it is comfortably dealt with by Talat.
Well, this over has already cost 16. It's got 3 wides in it as well. Goes wide again. And I think Shane Watson will be happy that that over's gone. 16 bowled, 127 for 3. Expensive over delivered by Shane Watson, going for 16. And just 21 runs required off 24 balls. Rahat Ali. Now, Rahat Ali's back, and Hussein Talat here could just use his head and think, right, I could finish with a nice sort of 40 not out here, 45 not out, and just finish the job and give JP Duminy support, and they could see it through. Maybe that's not his mindset, Darren.
Not really. He wants to finish in a canter. That's the way he's played. He's been very positive every time he gets to the crease.
Rahat Ali does get a bit of added bounce, gets a bit of extra they're going through.
He hits the ball really nice, straight down the ground. And if you come close, you'll go wide up long on. Lusty blows through that onside. 25 from 13.
Well bowled. So 21 required from 21. Islamabad have looked strong, and they're bidding to win their 6th consecutive match in the PSL, and only one team has done that before, and that was Islamabad. They did it in 2016 and the first match of 2017. Umpire's given a wide.
Yeah, definitely over the head, standing by Alim Dar, making the signal. Banged it down. Too short, too wide. But definitely a ploy to be on the short side to Hussein Talat. Likes to come on his front foot and string.
Well, the captain, but yes, you can say. 18 required for Islamabad, and they've got 3 overs to get these runs. JP Dumini's just perished for a very well compiled 54. So 18 required from 3 overs. Islamabad on course for winning their 6th consecutive match in the 2018 HBL PSL. And Mir Hamza's got good numbers against his name. He's starting his last over. He's got 1 for 16 in 3 before this.
Yeah, it's a frustrating dugout with Islamabad to get Duminy 54 from 47. And they only needed a runner ball, and he does this. Almost needed to hit it up, hit it out of the ballpark. He's closed the face at the last second, and the under-19 skipper, he's in the thick of it here. He's got important wickets. He smashed the winning runs back in Dubai. Hassan Khan with a beauty, and deserves the high fives all round.
just tried to make some room for himself, and Mir Hamza just following Hussein Talat.
Sarfraz Ahmad will be thinking about bowling a lot of deliveries to the new batsman. As if they can get a couple dot balls and build that pressure, just never know. Can get another wicket, put some more pressure on Islamabad United.
That's unlucky for the bowler, just a bit of a heave from Asif Ali. It'll run another wicket to go here, and there's plenty of batting in the red dugout. You got Misbah ul Haq, you've got Samit Patel, very experienced cricketers there, and Islamabad need 15 from 15.
It's almost like a manual for it, isn't it? The French cards. How to play it successfully, knock it out, and get a run. Taking it over here quite comfortably. 4 singles.
And once again, Danny, we've seen Sarfraz use his left-arm spinners. Hassan Khan and Mohammad Nawaz, them 2 each. Guess the ball is not that easy to grip. With good blow from
with concern. That long on.
Up and over, cover. And it's B1. And now just 7 required off 141. It's going to be safe. Could have got there. It was a good sprint by him.
Lady Luck. Not in Quetta Gladiators corner. Couple shots.
That might just do it in one big blow. 6 into the stands, and it wins the match for Islamabad United. Yeah, that has been a convincing win for the men in red. It's their 6th consecutive victory, which equals their record from 2016-17. Islamabad are looking the team to beat, and they tick all the boxes. Quetta, of course, have qualified, but it's a big blow for the men in purple. The men in red have prevailed here in the HBL PSL 3. Islamabad have won by 6 wickets with an over and 4 balls to spare.
Very dominant, Islamabad United. Smiling faces. Asif Ali, Hussein Talat finishing the job. Young local players. Yes, continuing from JP Dumani and his fine innings. Didn't really give Quetta Gladiators a chance in this match. As they say, winning is a habit, and they've done so. Gladiators, well, a couple concerns for them. 2 losses in a row after 3 wins. They've already qualified, but you want to get yourself in good form going into the playoff round. That was a winning shot. Crisp boundary. What a way to finish.
Yes, Kevin Peterson there with Hussein Talat, the young emerging player Hussein Talat, and he finished 28 not out, and that's a great sight. Hussein Talat and Asif Ali seeing them through in a quick-fire partnership of 20 from 9. So Islamabad extend their lead at the top of the table. And the difference between them and Quetta is 4 points. So Islamabad looking good, 149 for 4. They beat Quetta by 6 wickets with 10 balls to spare. Let's go downstairs to Zainab.
Well, he's got the highest average amongst the emerging players in PSL. Congratulations, Hussain. बड़ा ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस आपकी आज. और ये कि आपने बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट विकेट ली सरफराज की, तो क्या आप किस प्लानिंग के साथ आए थे बॉलिंग वाइज, पहले बताएं.
बॉलिंग में मेरा कम चांस आ रहा है बॉलिंग का, लेकिन मैं यही सोच रहा हूँ कि जैसे हम लोग डोमेस्टिक में खेलते हैं, जितना भी मौका मिले बैटिंग में या बॉलिंग में, उस तरह कंट्रीब्यूट किया जाए.
और बैटिंग वाइज जो है आपका पिछले भी हमने साल देखा था, आपने दिखाया था अपना टैलेंट, तो उस पर स्पेसिफिकली बैटिंग पे भी काम हो रहा है आपकी तरफ से?
जी बिल्कुल, बैटिंग पे काम हो रहा है. अपने क्लब में मैं जाता हूँ, उसके अलावा हमने लास्ट ईयर एक ऑलराउंडर्स का कैंप किया था एनसीए में, उसके बाद फिर एक हाई परफॉर्मेंस कैंप किया, उसमें एनसीए के कोचेस के साथ काफ़ी काम किया है बैटिंग पे, पावर हिटिंग पे, स्ट्राइक रोटेशन पे, तो वही चीज़ चल रही है.
और इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड एट द टॉप ऑफ द टेबल.
बिल्कुल जी, यूनाइटेड विन इंशाल्लाह.
ये बताएं कि आज ड्यू काफ़ी हमें नज़र आ रही थी, तो वो आपको एक फैक्टर नज़र आया बॉलिंग करते हुए?
बिल्कुल, काफ़ी बॉल गीला हो रहा था, वो सीम के अंदर से पानी निकल रहा था. आज तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा ड्यू थी, तो वो बैटिंग में भी मैं ये सोच के गया था कि हमारी पहली बॉलिंग थी तो इतना ड्यू था, तो सेकंड टाइम ज़्यादा होगी, तो मैंने कोशिश की उसी पे बॉलर्स को अंडर प्रेशर किया जाए.
ठीक है, इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड ज़बरदस्त जा रहा है, आप भी ज़बरदस्त जा रहे हैं, कीप इट अप.
थैंक यू सो मच.
Dominant performance here, Darren Ganga, by a certain South African.
Davy Duminy was really good. Started off very positive in the power play overs. Couldn't quite be there at the end, but you just felt with a runner ball in the lower order, it was an easy task for them. Hussein Talat, Asif Ali did very well at the end of the innings. Wonderful partnership, 20 from 9 to get them home.
Yeah, bowlers with a little sniff early on when they were 3 for 85, but right, Ali the standout there, 2 for 33 and 3.2. Hamza wasn't bad either, the young left arm, he got 1 for 27. Shane Watson picked up a wicket, but he was a little expensive in his last over. And the spin twins and Nawaz and Hassan only got 2 overs each, so tough night at the office in the dew. 147 for 7 was never really quite enough, and it was a struggle for Quetta to get out of third gear and rev it up into overdrive, and they couldn't. Skipper got a top score, and then Aman got to 28, and that was really it. So a comfortable win in the end by 6 wickets. For Islamabad United, they have finished top, and they're loving it there. Quetta qualified, of course, and then you've got the Kings and the Sultans. Sultans have got to wait and see what happens for the remaining games tomorrow in the double headers. Quick break here, and then we'll be back with post-match presentation.
पंद्रह ओवर तक मैच हमारे हाथ में था, लेकिन ये अगर थोड़ी सी बॉलिंग अच्छी होगी, ड्यू फैक्टर थोड़ा सा रोल अदा कर रहा है, लेकिन अगर आपके बॉलर्स अच्छे हो, थोड़े से स्मार्ट बॉलर हो, तो आप पकड़ सकते हैं.
एक टेक्निकल सवाल ये था कि नवाज और हसान दोनों आपके मोस्ट इकोनॉमिकल बॉलर्स रहे हैं अभी तक. नवाज तो पूरी लीग के सबसे इकोनॉमिकल हैं, सिर्फ 2 ओवर्स करवाया आपने.
रमेश भाई, एक तो ड्यू फैक्टर बहुत ज़्यादा आ रहा था, और बॉलर स्पिनर्स को जो है वो ग्रिप करने में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, तो इसी वजह से आज उनको ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं किया गया. फिर डोमिनी भी विकेट पे थे, जिस तरीके से वो खेल लेते, तो आई थिंक उनके साल में थोड़ा इसलिए उनको लेके नहीं आया.
चले, आपकी टीम क्वालिफाई तो कर गई है, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Sarfraz Ahmed, the Quetta Gladiators captain, and now to the winning captain, Misbah ul Haq. 6 wins in a row. सो मिसबा आपसे टॉस पे मुलाकात होती है और प्रेजेंटेशन पे मुलाकात होती है, बीच में आप कुछ खो से जाते हैं जब बैटिंग की बात होती है, मगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं, इसलिए कि जब यंगस्टर्स और इतना अच्छी बैटिंग फॉर्म दिखा रहे हैं तो फिर आपके लिए सेटिस्फाइंग है।
जी बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल में एक तो हमारे लिए जीतना बड़ा ज़रूरी है और दूसरी बात यह है कि ज़ाहिर है इन लड़कों ने अब आगे खेलना है और इनका फ्यूचर भी है और टीम के लिए पाकिस्तान के लिए भी आगे खेलना और इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के लिए भी, तो कोशिश यही है, इन फॉर्म में अच्छा कर रहे हैं, इनको मैक्सिमम अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले, एक्सपोजर मिले, ताकि ये और ज़्यादा बेहतर से बेहतर होते जाएं और आगे पाकिस्तान को भी सर्व कर सकें।
लोकल टैलेंट की बात करते हैं, आपकी टीम में बहुत नुमायाँ परफॉर्मेंसेस पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर्स की निकल रही है, यंगस्टर्स की, जिसमें हुसैन तलत है, आसिफ हैं, फ़हीम अशरफ हैं, शादाब खान हैं, तो यही आपको आगे लेके जा रहे हैं, आप इनसे काम निकलवा रहे हैं और बहुत अच्छा काम निकलवा रहे हैं।
जी बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल में अंडरस्टैंडिंग की बड़ी ज़रूरत होती है, स्पेशली इन लड़कों को मेरे पे कॉन्फिडेंस है और टीम मैनेजमेंट पे कॉन्फिडेंस है, वो सारे इनको बड़ा सपोर्ट करते हैं और हमें इन पे कॉन्फिडेंस है क्योंकि मैंने देखा हुआ है इन सबको खेलते हुए, इनके एबिलिटी को किस तरीके से ये खेलते हैं, तो आई थिंक इनको वही कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जाके अपनी वही गेम खेलो जैसे आप खेलते हो, और क्योंकि ये 2-2 3-3 साल से अब आलमोस्ट तीसरा साल है मोस्टली लड़कों का इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के साथ, और अच्छे ग्रूम हो गए हैं, कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छा है, इन्होंने गेन कर लिया हुआ है, तो आई थिंक उस चीज़ का फ़ायदा उठा रहे हैं और इस बड़े स्टेज पे परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, जो कि हमारे लिए बड़ी खुशी की बात।
और आखिरी सवाल, एक सीक्रेट आपसे उगलवाना चाहता हूँ, ये डीन जोन्स की जो लाल किताब है, इसमें ये क्या चीज़ें लिखते हैं और क्या है इसमें?
आई थिंक कि सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ होती है किसी भी कप्तान के लिए, उसको डिसीजन मेकिंग में, स्पेशली जब आप टीम खिलाते हैं, और स्टैट्स ऑब्वियसली समटाइम हम इस पे इतनी तवज्जो नहीं देते, बट किस बॉलर के ख़िलाफ़ किसका क्या स्ट्राइक रेट है, एवरेज क्या है, आई थिंक ये चीज़ें मैटर करती हैं और मेरे ख़्याल में हमारे लिए बड़ी आसानी हो जाती है, और वो सारा कुछ जो है ना, वो अगर आप देखें तो इस बुक में कैद है।
तो अगर हम इसको चुरा लें तो इसका मतलब आपकी परफॉर्मेंस ख़त्म?
नहीं, मेरे ख्याल में वो एनालिस्ट हमारे पास है, ये रोज़ नई बुक बनती है और हर मैच से पहले जो है ना, इसमें पूरा जो टीमों का कच्चा चट्टा और हमारा वो लिखा होता है।
चले, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, वेल प्लेड।
थैंक यू।
Misbah Haq, the winning captain, and that is what we have from the presentation down here.
The wise words of Misbah ul Haq, a new book every day. Well, I got a new book here as well, Darren Ganga. Darren, Islamabad looking the side to beat. I mean, tomorrow they play Karachi, and Karachi have got that heck of a conundrum, haven't they? If they lose by something like more than 15 or 16, they're out. They could be out. I think, or if they win, beat Islamabad, they join them in the first versus second playoff.
Yeah, well, they will have their own challenges tomorrow,
Yes.
but I think when you look at Islamabad United, they have much more players that they can turn to win them a match. When you look at that batting lineup, there's not an over-reliance on any one particular individual. JP Duminy came good this time. Alex Hales was very good in his first match. You know, so there are different players along the way. Their local players are also performing. Hussein Talat, he's been a real find in terms of what he's been able to do with both bat and ball.
Yeah, and you know, Samit Patel was padded up. The captain was padded up. So, you know, there are lots of players, you're right, and they've got options. And, well, we're going to talk about a few things as we get through this programme. But our best boundaries and sixes are brought to you by Pete Freen's K-Cup. Real goodness inside these things. Well, JP Duminy has batted with great passion and great skill.
He looked really good, square off the wicket on the leg side. Scored a lot of his runs there. Had the odd boundaries down the ground, but look at that shot in particular. A shot of a man in control, you know, authoritative, and that's how he played his entire innings. This one, huge maximum, wide of mid-wicket.
Now Hussein Talat as well, 28 not out from 17, Darren.
This guy, he plays one way. You know, he backs his ability, he backs his skill, and he's done it to really good effect.
Yeah, I think it's a good point made by Darren that it's the local players, the Pakistan players, who've done well for Islamabad. There's just not the reliance on the overseas players. Right, we've got lots to talk about. We'll take a break, back with Darren and me in a moment.